Welcome back to another episode of the Wrestling Around. I was going to say Wrestling Around Up, but it's the Wrestling Around You show. We are merging them both together. It has been a while. I think we all suffered from WrestleMania burnout, especially me. It was a big show. But we are back with a bumper new show because we left wrestling for, 2 weeks and it's gone absolutely mental. So we're going to cover it all today. The dust has settled on a bit of it, and we'll go through absolutely everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks because Jesus Christ, it is a lot. But before we get into that, joining me as always is the world famous Terry Peters. Terry Peters, how are we doing?
Tired, but I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
In this
Why are you
mega
tired?
in this megazord? That's
Megas,
what we're calling it. Megazord.
Megas as in episode, yeah. I
Yeah, mega
don't know
episode.
what I was thinking. Mega sword. What does he mean?
No. I mean, if we're playing with megazords, that's amazing. Do a power and just. Why am I tired? Don't know. Sleeping pattern's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, Peters, I'm going to call you out because you said on Twitter, it was like, "Oh, show me how old you are. Here's a game when you turned 18," and you put Red Dead Redemption. I'm fairly sure you was 18 when Pong came out.
Possibly.
So, because you are old.
Hang on, let's have a look. 1972. So yes, I was born in 1954.
Yeah, that all
Yes.
adds up. That is right.
That was big maths for a
If
Sunday
you could
evening.
correct that for us, please, Sir Peters.
No.
Joining me as well is a world-class wrestling journalist, Aaron Franklin. Oh, sorry, world-class wrestling journalist and Corvette driving, Aaron
That's
Franklin.
it.
Aaron, how are we doing?
Yeah, all right. Tired, as always.
Same reasons as Peters, just costs, or
'Cause my sleeping pattern's gone. This is what happens when you have a kid, just
yeah,
non-existent.
that I can imagine. How was the Corvette?
All right.
What's this? A
Yeah.
month now? A month of the Corvette?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months of the Corvette.
Is it all that you thought it would be?
Yeah, I'm fully fledged member of the Classic Corvette UK group now as well.
Oh, nice.
It's true. We've seen his jacket.
Yeah. Got a jacket.
When's the first show?
It's quite a few. I just need to work out my calendar. So I need to get the car sorted before I can take it to shows.
Summer thing, I would imagine. Are they?
Yeah, it's a couple in July, a couple in August. So,
Watch
yeah.
watch this space if you're in the owners club.
Gonna call me out on my Twitter antics or not?
I don't know. What have you done? I don't want to say. I don't want to know.
Just Aaron Franklin Goldberg / Bret Hart takes. Bret Hart claimed that he was embarrassed to sit front of the row at Clash at the Castle and have to watch kids slap the legs.
He's coming out with some shit at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's coming out with a
Yeah,
lot of
he's a
shit.
very miserable man.
Mm.
That's coming from me.
Yeah, so it is.
He's the second worst person who has a podcast because the first goes to that fella from Revival.
We'll get into him.
Yeah, we will.
Sure.
We'll get into that clown. Lou, you're also here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, sorry, as it's a new show as well. Ever President Welvin on Scoop Hill.
Scoop out. Drink glass of man did that.
You drinking there, buddy?
Cloudy lemonade.
Fanta lemon.
Fanta lemon.
Well, I've got a pint glass because it's a big news show.
Look.
Isn't it?
Look chalky as fuck that.
It's like the hardest water in the world.
You never seen Fanta lemon before?
I've seen, not
Yeah,
often in a glass though.
Just not in a pint, not a pint of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd get prepared because we're here for a while, are
With it being a mega news show, I have brought myself a cupcake. So I've got a cupcake.
Oh, nice.
And also a big slice of Kinder Bueno cake, which I'm just get out. And obviously the listeners can't see this, but you want to see the size of that bad boy.
we? Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to be eating throughout the show.
Get that down, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, good idea. Right,
No,
what
sure,
else is
sure
happening
about
in the
snacks.
world? And Peters, have you got any snacks that you wish to share?
Water.
Pint of water, Peters. Steady on. Don't go too far, Peters. It's on your new show. Right then, that's it. Has anybody got any interesting stories? We've been away for 2 weeks. What's happened?
Yeah,
What's happened in
for
our
us.
world? Yeah, go on, Lou.
Fucking don't like owning a house.
You don't like your own house.
No.
Hang on. Are they elbow patches?
Are these elbow patches? No, I do have a one with elbow patches now.
Right.
This is just continuing the stripe that's on there.
Right. Okay.
I know which story you're going with here.
But
I was pissing myself when this happened.
I did buy a jumper with suede elbow patches actually, so I was wearing it. Oh, you were on the show, were you? Last
No,
time?
I was not.
Yeah, so you missed my elbow patches.
Oh, what a shame.
But anyway, for us, moved in to the house, and obviously, it's like being in the countryside. Actually, I did go to a nice bed reserve today, which is ironic given the story I'm about to tell. But
You are so old.
Yeah, we're older than the guy who was 18 when Pong came out.
No, so it was a nice Sunday evening. Well, about 4:00 I went, just strolled down to the bed reserve. Very squawky today, the bed reserve.
It is full of beds, that's why.
Yeah, I know, but they were just squawking a bit more than normal. Anyway,
because you were there around them all.
there was one point where I did have to, when I was walking down there,
because they know they hate you all. They hate all.
Yeah, I had to go through like a collection of they're like mini seagulls. Best I could describe them. Squawking away. Anyway, I did see a fucking heron though. That was good. Big heron. Beer's seen a big heron before.
What, the shop?
Yeah.
Sell cheap sweets in them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, get to your point here, please.
Anyway, right. Fucking pigeons, right? So there's, I've got a garden. It's not massive. It's bigger than I thought, actually. I measured it today. It's like, but anyway, it's not.
What about your garden?
Anyway, yeah, it's nice one. But anyway, I just said it's bigger than I thought it was. Anyway,
Get on with the frigging story, please.
Well, anyway, right. So I've got this bush right in the garden, fuck's sake, and it's right where they get a lot of sun. It's north facing. Sun's in the evening, and
okay.
This bush as well. The sun is so I'm going to take the bush out, put a bench there. It looks like it's dead anyway. See this pigeon milling around a bit, fucking idiot, with a stick in its mouth. Right, I can't be having that, can I? Pigeons flying in and out. Like a couple of twigs there. Like chased them off and then not gone for a while. So I was like, right, get rid of that. Go away for 2 days, come back. They built the fucking nest and laid an egg in it. And I've now got, according to the RSPB's website, I've got 17 days to wait until I hatched. And then another 28, 29 days before they'll fly the nest. So we're probably looking at 6 or 7 weeks before I can remove the bush, which is annoying because there's like a bank holiday like every weekend in there. So I thought, make use of that.
I'll be honest.
DIY outside.
I'm going to be honest. I wasn't expecting the story to go that way. I thought he was going to say you chased the bird off, and and then gone away for 2 days, and you found out that the bird was in your house.
No, that would have been.
That'd have been great.
I think that would have been more what you wanted.
I have had them on the roof, so they could be in the loft because there's a lot of them hanging around now.
Then it laying a bloody egg in your garden.
Yeah, but now I'm stuck with him now because it's obviously it's highly illegal to remove a bird's nest. But which I get for
and would you like to share the story of how you were trying to scare the birds away before you went away?
Just lobbing a broom near them.
You should have destroyed the nest. I think when it was just a couple of twigs, you should have then bashed the nest.
No, I did. Took it out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well,
Took it out, but
They go away for 2 days and they lay an egg. They're like ultimate bird troll.
Yeah, because they're not a protected species, but once they've laid the egg, that's it. Oh, it's any bird, even like a feral pigeon. These are wood pigeons. You can tell because of the white collar. Been doing my research, don't they? But
tasty pigeon, isn't it?
No, they've got a stupid coo as well, haven't they?
Yeah,
because it's not even like a little tweet. It's like a boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
For God's sake!
Every
morning,
pigeon is a nice red wine Jew.
There's 2 massive trees at the back. There's 2 hawthorns. So why are they in this fucking dead bush? There's, the average wood pigeon nests in a tree 5 meters or higher. This bush is less than 2 meters. What the fuck are they doing in there?
Right. So I may have a solution to your problem, Lou. It's illegal to destroy bird's nest or whatever. It's not illegal to own a cat.
That is.
Or just take the bush out, but leave the bird's nest intact. Hey, loophole. Throw it into next door's garden. All of a sudden, it's not your problem anymore.
Yeah. No, one of the general legal solutions that I found to deal with this issue is falconry. So
So are you going to get City out basically?
I've got an eagle.
Is that where you went to the Aviary then? See if
Yeah,
you
that makes sense.
Went down to the bird reserve. I was just recruiting. Took down some leaflets. I was like, "Is this red kite flying about?" I was like, "If you could go and pop down."
Is that why you're wearing that big leather glove?
yeah. So I've got a fucking eagle. But no, the annoying thing is, I got like a big Amazon order before I went away, and I nearly put in it like I'm not even kidding, like a cardboard eagle that I was just gonna sit in the bush while I went away. But I thought, nah, they won't come back now because it got to the point where I was literally all I had to do was walk to the window, and they were flying off again. And I thought, right, I've scared them off now. And I saw some in a tree up there, a big like I don't know 8-foot tree or whatever. No, more than that's only like probably more than that, like 18-foot, I reckon. Big old tree. I was like, go in there, have a good time, stay out of the dead bush. But no, the dead bush is where they've chosen to nest. Consequently ruining my plans. So I'm looking at ironically I'm being like a hawk now. Keep an eye on them. Second they're out, the bush is coming down.
Have you ever seen a Trigger Happy TV where there's like people scaring pigeons in the park, and then Dom Jolly's wearing a massive pigeon costume and he chases after him?
Yes, yes, I have.
I was hoping that would what happened when you went back to your house.
Yeah.
It turned up they'd got one of the real big mates.
Well, there's 3 of them now, weirdly, which I don't know if it's a pigeon thruple. Yeah,
God, saucy pigeons.
Your pigeons, David Hare.
God knows what the neighbours were thinking.
David has ended his thruple because Una Healy has left him.
I don't know who Healy is, but fair dues.
She was in the Saturdays.
I recognise that name.
Yeah, she's been married to Ben Foden, rugby player.
I was thinking the fucking country fella Ben Fogel.
Right. Yeah. Shall we do some wrestling? It's been a while.
Yeah, I guess we should do.
We'll start with WrestleMania 39. It happened. It is, well, according to the wrong ratings, it's the best in-ring WrestleMania of all time, according to old Meltsy Boy. Let's give it the highest numbers. What did we prefer? Did we prefer night 1 or night 2?
Night 1.
Yeah, night 1, I think.
Clean sweep for night 1, Aaron?
I'm in between. Both had the good moments, both had the bad moments for me. Although we watched night 2 live, and all my hands up fell asleep for most of it, so I had to rewatch it all. Yeah,
it's true.
Is it staying up for WrestleMania unless one of you falls asleep to watch any bit?
Yeah.
I worry how easily I can stay up for stuff like this now. Just like sometimes today, that one, I think it was night 1. Maybe I was just that pumped. I couldn't even get to sleep for another hour afterwards, like 6 a.m.
Good stuff.
But no, they were both very good, Ross. I would say. I don't know. I think that this happened last year as well, didn't it? Where there's nothing particularly wrong with the night 2, but you go into after night 1, you're like, oh my god, this is the best WrestleMania of all time. If night 2 keeps up, and it just, I think on all 3 of the, ignore the pandemic one, but all 3 of the stadium night 2 night shows. Maybe we still get fatigued.
Burnout, I think. Yeah.
It doesn't help when you book Cody to lose as well. Fucking morons.
I don't mind that.
He's fuming.
Fucking hate it.
Long term.
So bored of Roman. It's unbelievable.
Well, you're not the only person, but we'll get onto that.
Yeah, we will. We'll quickly go through because we haven't even talked about it. So we'll go through the results. We'll just do like a quick few lines on each match. Night 1 then obviously starts with Austin Theory beating John Cena. What do we think? He tapped out as well, didn't he?
Worst match of the weekend.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed by that match, to be fair.
That's a big call.
I think it was. That was one of the best moments of all weekend. You can't see that part yet. Fast forward to immediately. But it was, it was just, it's what we get from Cena now. The house show match on it really is. I don't know. It's just good to see Cena, I think. And I think at this point you don't really care. I'd rather him be doing that than be struggling through like Undertaker, Goldberg type matches where they're obviously not at that level. Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah. He's not in the main event. He's putting over a young guy. It wasn't very good, but I also don't mind that it wasn't.
Good win for Austin Theory. Does a lot
tight on the bit tight on the old Make-A-Wish kids that they brought out. to watch him, and then he lost. I hope they warned him.
And who knew John Cena was a fan of Terry Peters? He's got the same hairstyle these days.
Yeah.
John Cena wishes he was Terry Peters.
Cena, shave it off.
And the pasty white body as well.
Yeah, he does have a very.
Have you ever
pasty
seen
body.
Terry Peters and John Cena in the same room?
Yeah, it's true. Very, But maybe that's why Cena lost. Maybe he was going to win. And then he didn't have a fucking tan, so he lost. Bischoff turned up and changed the match.
Okay, and the next match then we had the Fatal 4-Way tag match, just cause. And the Street Profits beat Strowman and Ricochet, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. People love this match. It was just chaotic.
It was fun.
Chaotic 8 men throwing each other about. You've got Ricochet in there and Braun Strowman. And even Otis and Chad Gable are all very mobile. And Montez Ford is a freak. And I don't know, I was going to say, is he the standout star of this match, Montez Ford?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but they all had some good shit, though, didn't they? Ricochet was doing his thing. I thought they called it a showcase match, and I thought it really was. The other thing I found weird was that it just wasn't just make it for the number one contendership. It had a bit of stakes, but
yeah,
I think no one seemed to really, especially when they end up challenging him anyway on Raw on the Monday. But
it reminded me of WCW where they just chuck 8 luchadors out there, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get them all going. Then the next
match. Hang on, so we're doing the star ratings.
Best
from the real ones and
the real ones.
Dev.
Yeah, go on then. We'll do the star ratings then.
So Big Dave.
Do Theory Cena first.
2.25.
2.25.
No, he's wrong.
Yes.
1 star.
1 star.
1 star. What about the next match then?
3.75.
I thought this was a very good match. I really enjoyed this match. I'm going to go 4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
Enjoyed it. It was a good match. Just what you want. This should have opened.
Yeah, but I can see why you would open with Cena.
Yeah, it's a big pop, isn't it?
Big. It made it a big deal. It's a good match to go on first.
Now it's on Peacock and it's basically just on free TV. Well, it's not free TV because you got to pay for Peacock. But you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to order it. I see why they put Cena on first and advertise that because people are going to check it, tune in and stay in, aren't they?
Watch the first one. Oh, that was good. Well, watch the next one. That kind of thing. Yeah, Cena grabs their attention. The next one keeps it. That kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, match number 3. Seth Rollins beat Logan Paul, who had a special guest of KSI in the Prime Bottle.
Before KSI got cancelled.
It's racist now, eh?
No, but he went to a mosque, so he's back. He's cancelled himself because he went and educated. Do you know when people say get educated? He genuinely did. So he's been uncancelled again.
Fair play. KSI.
Logan Paul recently signed a new deal. We will get into that later.
Yeah, that picture's incredible.
Right, we'll get into that because that was the most ridiculous thing of all time.
Great entrance there from Logan Paul as well.
Yeah, apparently he had to convince WWE higher ups to let him do that, didn't
he? Yeah, well, I don't think they've done anything like that since
Owen, really.
Since Owen out there. I know I've seen him WCW with Sting and that, but I don't think that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Because the Shawn Michaels one that was
before.
The copy of was before that one, and that was 1996.
Oh, yeah. Paul Birchall used to swing on that rope.
Yeah, it's quite the same. But yeah.
What do you think of this? Obviously, KSI was in a big Prime Bottle. I mean, I knew somebody was in there. I just didn't know who.
I never twigged. There was someone in there. Well, obviously there was a person in there.
I was going to say, it's clearly someone in there, but I don't want to move, but I know what you mean.
I just thought it was a mascot. But I'm really suspicious of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy later on. But
oh, that was somebody off NXT.
No, but he didn't interfere, did he? So that was just Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That was just, Seth Rollins, well, KSI ends up getting put through a table by Logan Paul with the camera in his hand. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play up on the fact that they are influencers. You know what I mean? It's different, good camera angles. Good for the TikTok and all that, and the short videos. Seth Rollins rightly wins, but Logan Paul gets better. Did he hear John Morrison? Yeah, he was on, is it Chris Van Vliet? That guy. his podcast. It was like a little, like I'm obsessed with YouTube Shorts at the minute. Just scrolling through them.
Yeah.
I watched it. It's like 20 seconds. And he was like, "Is Logan Paul the best non-wrestler of all time?" And John Morrison got real salty because obviously he's no longer in WWE. He was like, "Yeah, but he practices his matches for 6 months."
Yeah.
so what, John Morrison?
John Morrison won a boxing match.
Yeah, I
Didn't
just
he,
want
last
to
night?
say that. Yeah, knockout.
Yeah, there we go.
Did you see his, just with sidebar now, did you see John Morrison's entourage?
No.
Yeah, there was.
It was the most fucking random collection of wrestlers of all
There's some
time.
WWE guys in there, weren't they?
Yeah, there was LA Knight, Karrion Kross,
Yeah.
Vic Joseph, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm not even kidding. Obviously his wife, Taya Valkyrie. Who else? There was a few others from Jake Hager. Josh Barnett. I think that's all of them. A couple of the guys that recognize. So what a random collection of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hacksaw had the 2x4, obviously.
Was it a proper match or was it one of these influencer things?
It was Creator Clash.
Yeah, one of the influencer things. Then.
Yeah, he beat some guy who does like
Doesn't
not
box.
hot ones, but something like hot ones. Hot
Right.
things or something. I think it's called. Like
Yeah.
same deal. I think.
Okay. What did we think then of Seth Rollins, Logan Paul? Logan Paul cementing himself as the best non. Can we still call him a non-wrestler? Or
I
is
think
he
he's a wrestler now. I think he's.
Yeah.
If you believe the rumor mill, he's going to win Money in the Bank.
That's not the person who I had was going to win Money in the Bank.
Who'd you?
LA Knight.
That's the rumor.
That's the big rumor at the minute.
There's also a rumor of Cody winning it.
Yeah.
Well, he was meant to last year, wasn't he? I think
Instead of the Rumble.
before he got injured.
Yeah.
That was the plan. I think. But no, we're going to have 2 belts at that point.
Well, we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
but star ratings, please, for Seth Rollins, Logan Paul.
4.5 from Big Dave.
Oh well, he is wrong
He loves Logan Paul, but he's Big Dave.
because this is a 6-star match.
6
Yeah.
stars.
6
There we go.
stars.
We go.
KSI going through a table. What is not to like?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I really think I'm surprised that Logan Paul didn't win yet because he's not won many.
Don't need to because he's a natural heel.
No,
Yeah,
I suppose,
he
like,
gets people
hate him,
watching.
don't they?
yeah, Seth Rollins
People
gave a
hate
lot
him,
last
don't
year,
they?
didn't he, to Cody? So I guess
Yeah.
he needs the heat.
Apparently, he's not very happy, is he?
Seth Rollins or Logan Paul?
Seth Rollins.
I thought I got debunked.
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't know.
debunked.
I saw the headline, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
Brian
yeah.
Alvarez over there.
Oh, we'll
Making
get on to
stuff
Seth
up.
Rollins is not very happy.
We'll get on to bloody Brian Alvarez later on. My God, he's had a week, hasn't he?
But yeah, we'll get on with
Yeah.
it. We've got a bump for the news show. We've got like an hour and a half left. Next match then, Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch beat Damage Control
Carl.
in a 6-woman tag match. I
Giant.
mean, yeah, Damage Control. Talk about dropping the ball with Damage Control.
They've
Yeah,
not
they're on about
done
splitting them up
anything.
now.
Yeah, but I can see that. Io Sky's the new number 1 contender, isn't she? Bailey wasn't
Yeah.
happy.
Barely
Um,
disappeared for a week.
Yeah, everyone
came
thought
back.
she was quitting the company.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did a
right.
cryptic tweet, didn't she?
Side note: I am fucking sick to death of wrestlers pretending to quit on Twitter. Right, I've had enough of it. Drew McIntyre just
Blacking
did it.
everything out. Yeah.
Oh my God, give it up! Like it's just
If I was going to quit a company,
right.
I wouldn't black. I wouldn't like get rid of my face.
What's his name? FTR Bald been doing it for the past like 6 months, and like nobody cares. No one cares.
Who were the other
Enjoy
ones?
Taz Taylor is white.
Asuka did it as well, didn't she?
Asuka did it. Seth Rollins did it last year. Liv Morgan
Yeah.
did it.
Kevin Owens did it, didn't he? He changed
Kevin
it to
Owens
Kevin
did it.
Steen, didn't he? Oh, that was
Yeah.
part of the story, though, wasn't it, I think.
That was when he got fired. KFM fired.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure he did it again though. He was
Did
teasing
he?
going to AEW at one point.
No, he put the Mount Rushmore things
Yeah.
in, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just stop it. Anyway, I'm off the soapbox now.
Anyway,
It's
so,
really annoying.
Trish Stratus has now turned on Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
happened on Raw.
We all
That
knew
on
that was
Raw.
coming, didn't we?
Yeah. I didn't think it would be that way around. I thought it'd be the other way around.
Oh, no, I always had a feeling that she was going to be the one to turn.
Because I think Becky's a great heel.
She's too popular as a babyface now. I think she's moving into Cena territory where
Can never do it now.
it ain't worth losing the merchandise. Yeah.
So they won a decent match, I think, considering Trish Stratus and Lita are no longer active wrestlers.
Trish Stratus is miles better than Lita these days, so.
Oh, get out.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go.
I mean,
Should-
it's what I mean. I've never. We'll say it quietly. I've never thought Lita was that good.
Lita's the best wrestler from the noughties. He's a female wrestler from the noughties.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing that part. I'm just saying in 2023 she's
Yeah.
not very good.
You kind of think so.
Yes.
The context of what they came through, they didn't have the chance. Did they? Like if you
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, Io Sky, Dakota Kai,
Oh yeah.
Dakota Kai, they're all working with really good wrestlers week in week out now. Whereas
Yeah,
No,
they
I
were doing
just-
like Brian Pani's match with Tara Wilson.
I just mean that Lita just doesn't look like she is mobile enough now, in my opinion.
She did a
What is,
moonsault, didn't
doesn't
she? She did a moonsault.
They never look good though. I always feel as though she's going to break
Her
her neck when
moonsaults
doing
never
them.
look good.
No, I always feel as
It's
though she's
very-
going to land directly on her head.
It's like a fallback and flip, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Moons. You shouldn't compare. I mean, I know that
You got to be a certain height. I think if I did that one, I'd break my neck. If I was
Yeah.
Leah's moonsault.
It's like if you do it off, like if you're jumping off a cliff or something into like the water below. I'd have a go at doing that moonsault because you fall and your momentum takes you around. Io Sky's moonsault is a thing of absolute beauty.
Oh
But
yes,
star ratings then for the 6-man tag, please.
he gave it 2 3/4.
Yeah, he hates women, doesn't he?
Nah. 3.5 stars from me.
See, the man
Yeah,
who loves
very
women.
It's all right, wasn't it, for what it was? I did think Trish was going to turn at that point, though.
Yeah, I thought. She was
Yeah,
gonna
especially
turn
when
as
she was
well.
wearing a heel attire.
Heel
wasn't she?
attire.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was turning at that point, but wait 2 weeks.
And then we have because you can't do all of WrestleMania, can you? Because that's
Of
why
course
they've waited. No, you need to watch the
Yeah.
weekly shows as well. don't
Terry's
you?
head's going to explode when I say this, but you have your faces win at WrestleMania, don't you?
Yeah, you
For the
do.
most part. Send the crowd out happy,
Fuming. They're fuming now.
except right at the end.
The next match
Exactly.
then, grudge match. Rey Mysterio beat Dominic Mysterio by a pinfall in a singles match.
Very good.
Oh,
Enjoyed
this match
this.
was awesome.
Was it a singles match for us, or was it a cinnamon toast crunch singles match?
Just go to Wikipedia. It just says singles match.
Yeah, let's change that.
Very good. I thought Rey Mysterio, this would be him done. I should have written and realized because he started the LWO like a week before. And I think the LWO have now been around longer than it was originally.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, yes, good to see the LWO back. I was like, you clearly never watched WCW. They didn't do a thing in WCW. They weren't there that long. Good. Dominic Mysterio gets better every week.
Can you remember, like, was
What
it
happens
like
when you go to
a
prison?
year and a half ago when Hook debuted and he was getting compared to Dom and everyone was saying, oh yeah, Hook is the next big thing, blah, blah, blah. What's he doing now?
To be fair, though, you could argue that about anybody on the AEW roster because Tony Khan's just like, I'll use you for 2 weeks, get a load of hype around you, and then
but-
never use you again.
But Hook is on TV week in, week out. But what's he actually doing?
because he's got no character. Dom's got.
Yeah.
Dom's not very good.
Dom-
well, he's a good wrestler, obviously. He's better than I would be, but he ain't. He's not there for his in-ring skill, is he? He's there for his character work. The entrances in this match alone were fantastic. It felt like WrestleMania. It kicked into proper WrestleMania at this point, I think.
And apparently, that some of the stuff with his sister was improv on it as well. Wasn't
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
planned.
Throwing a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he's been wanting to do that his full life.
Yeah, she's got a chance to dunk on his sister at WrestleMania.
You're not going to
It's
waste that, are you?
Yeah. No, Dom's entrance with the police fans and that was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I was going to say, because we don't make comparisons with Hook. Hook, they're both getting week on, week out on TV. Obviously, Hook's probably having more matches. But Dominic, he got one of them gimmicks where unless you go everything into it, he could have absolutely floundered with this gimmick of being a little bitch to Rhea Ripley. But and going to prison and all that. But this is why, just like Regal always did, just run with it 100% because now he's one of the hottest heels in wrestling. Everyone wants to see Dominic Mysterio. Did anybody think that at one point with his mullet?
Yeah, considering he's in a stable with Finn Balor and he's like the standout guy.
Is Dominic Mysterio the new Rock?
I don't think we can go that far. No, but he is like, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. I think he is like a Santino type anywhere. He is kind of like a comedy mid-card heel, but he's very, very, very good at what he does.
Is he going to be
gets
like,
proper heat.
Maybe The Rock is the wrong comparison. Maybe a better comparison is The Miz. Because when The Miz started, he did this, didn't do many matches, did all that, was all right in the ring, but... And now look at him. He's been there, 20-odd years? Solid worker. Because you can see Dom Mysterio in 18 years' time with the multiple intercontinental US title runs.
Yeah, or he could go the other way. It's like once he's built up respect this way, he does, when his dad does retire, he do have the passing of the Mysterio name or whatever it is.
God, when he puts the mask on, oh my God, does he look like Rey Mysterio?
Yeah. Just a big beefed up version.
Yeah. Love it. Well done, Dominic Mysterio. 26. He's got loads of time, hasn't he? Loads of time.
Yeah. But I also think the way they're getting the LWO involved now is
really good as well. That's kicked on it since Mania.
Yeah, which makes sense because the next pay-per-view is in Puerto Rico. You got a big Latin faction. It's ideal. They should make the LWO T-shirt with a Puerto Rico flag for one night only.
Nice.
Get Bad Bunny wearing it.
Yes,
sell out. Everyone will be
Yeah, absolutely. I think that might happen. Bad Bunny is part of that anyway.
Yeah, I think he's been. Has he been confirmed? It must be.
He's the guest host at the moment, but they'll definitely be in that match. Yeah.
Star ratings then.
4 stars.
Yeah, right. I think.
No, he's wrong.
Yes.
He's wrong. It's another 5-star match. Just shenanigans.
Yeah, it was good. This is the difference between sports entertainment and pro wrestling. I think. 100%. This match, pro wrestling, good match. This is it. After drama, it adds so much more stakes.
The heat going into this match was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. Because we wanted to see it, didn't we? And they waited to the right time, I think.
Oh, the angle at the Hall of Fame ceremony as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He walks out.
Yeah.
Must be hard to do that. You want to see your dad get inducted when you
that takes some kayfabe, doesn't it, to do that?
I also like the picture where like they just should Buddy Matthews off to the side because he was there.
He's just disappeared, isn't it? Well,
Andrade replaced him with Damian Priest for that one segment.
Andrade and Malachi Black were both there as well, weren't they?
Yeah, Andrade is he's eyeing up that LWO, isn't he? That's the story.
Yeah, 100%.
Back.
100%.
Yeah, because
Zelina
Vega, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although I do like Santos Escobar.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Well, if Andrade came back, wasn't he? You could have that feud, couldn't you? And see for leadership.
I'm right. I think he was King Cuerno in Lucha Underground. I think.
He was.
Unbelievable. Loved King Cuerno.
Was El Hijo del Fantasma on it.
Right then, the next match was the SmackDown's women's title.
Just back on that one. It's just a shame that Vicky Guerrero's family's gone batshit crazy this past
because it would be good
to. She would have been good in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Less we say about that, the better.
But I just felt like that's what they were going to do, and obviously, fuck Vicky Guerrero. So I was going to say, but I thought that's what they were going to do. That, but it was a nice Eddie tribute as well. Before we move on, Conan inducted him. Anybody get called a strawberry?
No, apparently it's a very good induction.
Apparently it's one of the best inductions. I've not seen it personally.
But neither have I. I might give it a watch.
But understandably, I should be surprised to hear this looking at the Hall of Fame that Ric Flair
went off script, didn't he?
He's got backstage heat for talking about himself too much.
Went off script, didn't he?
Ric Flair's been inducted for the 5th time.
He was inducted Great Muta and he started talking about himself and not Great Muta, and he's got backstage heat. Why do they keep asking him?
I don't know. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
The thing with Flair is you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah.
Why just leave him be? Get him out there. Have him in the crowd for a wave. That's it.
I think a safer pair of hands at this point would be Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Not fucking Rick Steiner, though.
Yeah, for Rick.
Yeah. They should have done... It would have been a really short segment, but Shinsuke Nakamura could have done it. Yeah. Well, he's back now. We'll get to
He's back,
we'll get to that. Let's stick with WrestleMania. We'll get to everything. We've got loads of time. So Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. It went 23 minutes. Second longest match on the card.
What a match this was as well, by the way.
I hate to say it, but this match should have been a headline match.
No, agreed.
Well, let's see. A lot of people have been
saying the women should have headlined one night, and this match was just awesome.
I agree, but people are saying the story, if it didn't have as good of a match, you wouldn't be saying this. Is what the contents on
the storyline. I think is the weak part about it, isn't it?
Before WrestleMania, nobody wanted it last. It just happened to be a really good match, so they should have put it on last. Is what they're saying. I don't know. It was tough because I thought it ended perfectly well.
Yeah, I do like the principle of the Royal Rumble when it's headlining, but the fact is they've not done it for years.
There was no real storyline going into it, though, was there? She just sort of picked Charlotte, and they sort of didn't
I
really
think
run with it. It was
they
weird.
didn't really explain it well, but I think the whole idea was because of the whole
I kind of
2021
think, yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was to do with that, but again, there was no real explanation for it, which is why I kind of think it didn't main event.
Yeah, it was just WWE poor booking in a sense because they
Yeah.
didn't build the story up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because we're so focused on this bloodline story, I think a lot of other stories have kind of taken the.
Yeah, that was it.
Mm.
I think any other year, this would have headlined.
And Rhea Ripley's heavily involved in the match before.
Yeah, and they headlined because the headline would Bianca and Sasha that year, and there was no story there. There's bloody James Ellsworth involved in it. It was a really bad story. But
Yeah.
that was a really good main
Ellsworth.
event. But I think
Right
this might
winner?
be the best WrestleMania women's match to date.
Yeah, agreed.
Right winner, Rhea Ripley.
Hundred
Yes.
percent.
Charlotte Flair's
to be
now
fair,
disappeared, hasn't she?
Yeah, I don't really care for Rhea. I don't think she's very good. I think Charlotte carried her in this match. I'm going to say it. But
I can't stop listening to her theme song as well.
Yeah, she's it's a new character in it. It's something different. You're moving away from the.
But apparently,
we've fully moved away from the Divas era now, aren't we?
apparently Charlotte's requested another break.
She's on a break now.
Yeah.
So when she comes back, she'll win the title first match.
She's on about.
that she's the queen. She's greatest of all time.
She's the best women's wrestler in the world.
Well, second, obviously, because Mercedes won it, but
Give up there. She can't even do her own finisher.
she can't do a promo.
It's terrible. She can't even do her own finisher.
Yeah, well, she'll be back next month for us, so just pipe down.
Yeah, she will be back.
Sick of it.
I'm sure she's going to work for like ESPN or something to do something across there. That's why she's asked for time off.
Who, Charlotte?
Oh, Charlotte.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I heard
But
that
no,
she's in a bodybuilding competition.
Goes off because this is the issue at the moment. They don't have a mid card with the women. It's that you've either got your main. Charlotte at the moment doesn't seem right in any other storyline other than the title picture, which is the issue. So when she's finished in it, you've got to take her off telly.
Yeah,
which is wrong, really. But I think this whole Becky and Trish thing is the only. For the first time in a long time where they've had a feud really that's not based around a title in it. That's
Yeah, because they fucked up with Asuka again by not having a win.
Well, we'll get to that because it's night two.
But no, I think this is the best WrestleMania women's match for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed.
Was it the best match of the weekend?
No, just women's match in WrestleMania history.
Not the best match of the weekend.
What are the star ratings?
Dave got it grossly wrong, gave it 4.75.
Because he's a cunt.
This is a 5-star match all day
It is a
long.
5-star match.
It was
100% 5-star match.
Come on, Dave.
Yeah.
He just refuses to give WWE 5-star matches.
Well,
time.
I know, but because he's give one, he won't give another.
Yeah,
two.
right, yeah.
they gave 2
I know,
this
but
pay-per-view.
He ain't gonna give. Oh, WWE has got 4 5-star matches. He's not going to lie, is he?
There was something in it. I think sometimes he goes just to. I guess I'm slightly defending now. This is the same rating he gives Zayn, Nakamura, Undertaker, Shawn
Which is
Michaels.
about 1,000 stars.
Yeah,
Both
Undertaker,
of
Shawn
the
Michaels.
matches.
And I think the idea is that there's not enough heat going into it because
Yeah, I kind of think that if
there was a good 5 or 10
probably
minutes where they
got
were feeling each other out and the crowd weren't really up for it. Do you know, like they got the crowd into it, which I guess is the sign of a good match.
Not
But the
heat
crowd
going
went
into
with
it.
them.
Andrea almost sent
How many
Charlotte
5-star
nose.
matches does he give AEW where Tony Khan makes a big announcement and that's the storyline?
Yeah, I know, but the crowd were up for it straight away, aren't they? There was no.
And Andrea almost sent
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair's nose into the back of the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Charlotte's
Maybe
very
not
good
gonna-
at getting the crowd on board with a match.
She's
I would say.
the best women's wrestler of all time. The next match then, I'm assuming another 5 stars. Pat McAfee beat The Miz. 3 minutes.
I forgot this happened.
The best bit was Cole, not knowing he was coming out. Cole absolutely loves it.
Oh, God.
It's so buzzing, Cole, isn't it? Every time Pat McAfee does anything, it's like his best friend.
Yeah.
I am assuming this was popular with the crowd here.
I
enjoyed it.
It went on a bit long for me.
I enjoyed it, but it was a bit too long.
It's when that fucking dude got involved, whoever he was.
Yeah, he didn't need to get involved, did he?
The other football player.
The player in the NFL ground with 2 teams.
That does, he doesn't play for
He
either
didn't
of
play
them.
for everyone. It's just like
They do that.
surely there's
don't
going to
they?
be someone on the what I don't know what they're called, the Rams and the Chargers.
They do
surely
it for
there's gotta be
ESPN, don't they? Where they get the
I know, but surely
Pat
there's got to be a
McAfee
player
with
who
him
plays in
and-
LA
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no, it went on a bit. I don't know. It was weird because I thought he was going out for commentary first, so I was a bit almost disappointed that he came out as a
Snoop Dogg
wrestler.
though. Snoop Dogg setting matches up.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's. What a weekend Snoop Dogg had. The MVP of the weekend.
Yeah, he saved it, didn't he?
And he's also offered to play at the coronation.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed it though. I think you have the great match. Everyone's a bit deflated. You need this to get ready for the next match. People need a break, don't they? People need to go to the toilet. People need to go get the snacks for the.
You could have your fun segments for us. I still maintain they should bring back the backstage party.
Yeah.
That they used to have at WrestleMania, where like Ron Simmons pops up, stuff like that. Teddy Long's there.
That would have been great. LA Knight would have been great in one of them, wouldn't he?
Yeah. When he's on,
Yeah,
LA
Knight got screwed in this.
The LA Knight thing's weird.
Yeah, he got screwed.
But we'll get on to LA Knight later.
Yeah.
Star ratings, I'm assuming Meltzer gives us a dud.
1.5.
1.5.
No, he's wrong.
Yes.
This is a 6-star match, isn't it?
Yes.
Skill breaker. Fat McAfee.
Could have been more.
2 6-star matches today, I think. And a 5-star.
And 2 5s, yeah.
I don't want to start to even out. So.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
And the last match for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship, it's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat the Usos by pinfall, 24 minutes.
Best match of the evening.
Sent the crowd home happy.
I can't believe they pulled the trigger on this one. With what happened on night 2.
Yeah,
I think this set us up even more for night 2 when you think about it.
I think night 2 was quite obvious when this one.
I'm now worried they're going to lose this before Night of Champions, which is in Saudi Arabia.
Because neither of them will go.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
When's that match?
Is it next week?
Yeah, there's plenty of time. If they do lose it, then it won't be because of that. I don't think.
I'm very worried they're going to lose it because they're stupid Night of Champions.
I don't mind them losing it. I don't want them to lose it to the Usos.
Yeah,
I don't think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens need the titles at all. Yes, it was good for the moment, and well done. You've achieved your objective of getting it off the Usos. But let's have them lose. There must be another heel team who can screw them out of it. Imperium, yeah. And then it moves away from this storyline, and then the tag titles have gone from the storyline. I don't have a problem with them losing it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa is going to win them the titles.
Yeah, well, I think they can get around the Night of Champions stuff. So all they have to do, this is my thought, because it's a Saturday night, right?
I've got a thought about it. So
book a match for the Saturday, and then on SmackDown on the Friday, they're just like, why are we waiting until Night of Champions? Let's do it tonight. Crowd goes pop. They have that match and then just they don't have it on Saturday.
And my theory is that they get beat up backstage.
Yeah,
they're injured. That would be my way of getting them out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't mind this. Usos losing. The cracks are showing in the bloodline.
Well, are they?
Well, I think they are because Solo Sikoa is now the right hand man, and Jay isn't anymore.
Oh, did you see Heyman's promo on Friday?
Yeah, having a go, and then he's saying it to the back of the two of them.
Tribal Chief is sick of the two of you. Yeah. Jay Uso's the guy to end the run.
Done, Jay. Sick of it.
Yeah. No, I see. I know. Wait, I'll wait for my theory at the end. This is how I think we should book it, and I think they've made all the right decisions so far.
I'm interested in Ross's idea because I reckon it might be similar to my idea.
Yeah. So I think that we'll do the star ratings and then we'll rush to night 2.
5 stars for this one. No. Yes, 5. 5. Sorry.
Oh, get out, Dave. 6.5.
Yes. 6.5. It was. I never had the drama. This is what makes pro wrestling good. Everyone loved it. Sami Zayn gets his moment. I don't think he needed to win the world title as much as I love Sami Zayn. This was more important for him, I think.
No, it wouldn't have been right. What were they going to do, Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn? Yeah, it was never going to happen.
And this has made Kevin Owens a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. Oh, no, Sami Zayn won the world title, has he? I was going to say, has he? No. But good for Kevin Owens, right? Everyone was having a go at him for signing with WWE. He's just doing it for the money. Not going to AEW. He's headlined WrestleMania twice now.
He's the top star.
Once with his best mate. Once against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like,
what else does he want? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it should be on wrestling on fucking Rampage against Hook.
And in between that, he's been in what 2 or 3 main event programs.
Yeah.
Headlining multiple pay-per-views.
Yeah. But he seems like a genuinely lovely bloke, doesn't he? Kevin Owens. So.
Have you seen the size of his kid?
In kayfabe, his kid is called Owen Owens.
Yeah, he is. But his kid's an absolute monster.
He's
going to wrestling business. He's huge.
When he debuted, he released that. They showed that video, didn't he? Because his favorite wrestler was John Cena. He must have only been like 6 or 7. It's like, oh my god, is he fighting John Cena?
It's like Goldberg's fucking kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why? I still don't get why he took his shirt off in the ring that time. That was fucking weird.
It was like 5 years ago. Get over it.
But now he's huge.
Yeah.
So Peters, you're ripping a kid for taking his shirt off in a wrestling ring. You took your shirt off at a football match, didn't you?
Yeah,
I blinded everyone in there.
Yeah, he did. Nobody else, it wasn't even like everybody was doing it. Nobody else did it. He just did it.
It was a hot day.
It did. Someone got blinded at the opposite end of the
Yeah. Well, that means we can't go to the. Imagine if we got to the AEW show and Peters is banned. Just like It's like, he did a striptease last time you were here, so.
You look like when Sheamus used to come out with that light on him. That's what it was like.
He still does, doesn't he?
Singe my eyes. Yeah, funny, somebody had some sunglasses, but I think they got broke as well.
Yeah, they did. Some prick broken, didn't they, Ross?
They was already broken. I had to make sure they could never be fixed.
Well, to be fair, they were £2, so it don't really matter.
The lenses already fell out. I stood it by accident.
By accident, scraped it along the floor.
By accident. You check. It's like animals.
No, I couldn't see.
What blinded you?
That was night 1. Night 2 then. First match, Brock Lesnar beat Omos. Following it's 55.
Better than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't mind Omos. Everyone hates him, but I don't mind him.
Oh no.
Yeah,
He's not anywhere near him, does he?
He's still the best. He's still the best ninja there's ever been in the wrestling business.
He's the worst giant that's ever been in a wrestling ring, though.
Did you say he's worse
he's better than Giant Gonzalez.
Gonzalez or Cali?
Cali's fucking terrible.
Cali's great. You seen any of his matches in Japan? Awesome.
If we're talking WWE,
what, you're actually being serious there?
Genuinely.
You sound like you're taking the piss.
No, genuinely.
He's like in the fucking G1 climax or something.
He's had matches in Japan. YouTube it.
I'm Googling this.
He was in New Japan.
Well, I think almost
this must have been a very different era of New Japan.
I think that's where WWE got him from, I think.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I think almost is better as a henchman, I think. But I don't think he's the worst thing in the world.
I thought his match was alright, to be
What
fair.
else does Lesnar do?
Well, he was in New Japan 2002. Wow.
Yeah, there we go. So
learn something new every day.
Yeah, but almost can bend his knees though, so he's better than Cali.
Yeah.
Remember when he came out in that Punjabi prison match with Randy Orton? Didn't do it, just like showered down for a bit.
Yeah, but he'd already spoil it.
Yeah.
He's posted a picture of himself on the fucking plane the night before. Idiot.
Do you know my favorite thing about Great Khali is? He used to share like taxis and like rides and stuff with Hornswoggle.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got a TV show written all over it. That Khali and Hornswoggle kicking about town. Right then, star ratings for Lesnar Omos.
He gave it 3.
Did he?
Yeah.
Too high. For me, this should have just been a squash match. Official star rating, 1 star.
Oh, 1 star. Okay, next match is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler beat Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya and Shotzi, and Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
There's not very much to say about this, is there?
No,
it wasn't as good as the men's showcase.
No, not at all.
This was weird.
Is it because Raquel
Ronda's
Rodriguez
not been
keeps
cleared.
smiling strangely?
Yeah, there's that. And Ronda wasn't cleared, hence why it's minimal.
I'm fucking sick of Ronda.
They were both injured, weren't they?
Yeah.
Baffling.
But why would they make them win? And then the next night, Liv and Raquel had to win another match
to go be number 1.
To become number 1 contenders. So
to be fair, that Raw was fucking panned, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, like, surely they should have done that
as the part of that stipulation.
I know.
The
match, like, it just didn't make sense.
Because Rousey and Baszler don't have to be pinned. And then they can come when they're healthy, they can be the challengers.
Challenges, yeah.
Exactly.
Once that's what we're going to do.
This felt like such a massive waste of Ronda Rousey.
I think Ronda's got a big set of lady balls that she tries to swing about backstage that she doesn't deserve to.
Well, she didn't. Apparently, she didn't want the match with Becky Lynch. But this is like Ronda's hometown. This is the match you put her in. I know she ended up injured, but this was if you think about the mega star that she is, really, and especially at this point, they knew, or we all did, really, at this point, that they were merged with the UFC or whatever. Like, surely you would have her in a far more prominent position than this. It don't matter. We'll look back on this one. It'll be weird. I think she should be back in the main event next year, the women's.
Yeah, I think she should be.
But it needs to cartel for a while. They got to reset her a bit. She's not a big name anymore. She's not been what AEW did to everyone.
She's not been seen since, has she?
No, which is good.
I don't mind them having a decent tag run though. Them two make the tag titles important.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll get because I noticed they both had 4 horsewomen on their attire. They're obviously part of the 4 MMA horsewomen. Are we going to finally get that?
No, because no one cares, Russ. Like, to be honest, right? Jessamine Duke and the other one turns up. I can remember her name.
Well, we've been there, done it, and it never worked before, did it?
No, nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't even know who the 4th one is. So I don't know.
Who's the 4th one?
Marina Shafir?
Marina Shafir, Roderick Strong's wife, yeah.
They're both in AEW, aren't they?
They're both in AEW,
yeah.
Obviously, Sasha Banks she might be coming back, but she's in there now. So it's just, I don't know. It was a match that I never really cared about, but maybe if you're into MMA, you do. But even in MMA, like, they never really did a lot of them, did they? Never really did a lot, did they? Outside of Ronda.
Okay, star ratings then.
This got 2.5.
No, that's too high, isn't it? Because it's a 1-star match again.
2 1-star matches to start off with.
Yeah.
Okay, this next match is not getting 1 star. Gunther beat Sheamus and Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental title.
Right, can we just appreciate Call the Police by Titus O'Neil?
It's a good job, because I didn't hear him the first time, so it's a good job he repeated that 55 times in about 2 minutes.
I was worried.
Why the fuck was Titus O'Neil on commentary?
Yeah, what was that?
It's a worldwide ambassador, right?
Yeah.
Just stuff for the community, right?
Well, this was like an international match. It's fucking Titus O'Neil on.
Well,
Titus O'Neil, like, great talker.
It made sense for the tag match the night before.
Yeah, but not for this one. Call the police.
Well, I thought that, but I thought he made it better, to be honest. He added that excitement that only Pat McAfee is for in the past.
He did make some weird Titus noises as well, didn't he?
I'd be up for him being a third guy on any brand. I'd go as far as to say he's better than Booker T.
Are we ready to see him in Saudi Arabia?
This match was painful, I think. Loved it, though. It was just big, meaty men slapping meat.
It's everything that you wanted from this match.
Yeah.
Chop slot, doesn't he?
Yeah. They're just air. It's just like, someone was bleeding, wasn't they? From the chest.
I do sound like fans of it odd, really, innit? Because, all these strong style fellas all get like praise, but they need to protect your opponent and just make it look like that's what Scott Hall used to say, innit? Yeah. It did find a bit bizarre, really, that everyone's just happy with that. Just like, just cave me in, but no, they all went for it, didn't they? Very good match. Wrong winner, in my opinion.
Who do you think? Sheamus, do you think?
Yeah, I think they should have given Sheamus his moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Drew.
To be fair, I'd have been happy with any of these 3 winning, to be fair, but I know what you're saying about Sheamus getting his moment.
Is Gunther going to break the record?
I think they'll. Yes. Yeah, I think he'll beat the record. I think Sheamus will get his moment. But I think he'll get it on UK soil.
I think he'll do Money in the Bank.
I think Gunther won't get pinned for the title either.
Yeah, it'd make a good main event in Money in the Bank if Roman's not there. Sheamus going for the title.
One title's never won, yeah. He needs to win before he retires. I wonder how long he's got left.
But it's a lot of long title reigns going on, aren't they? Yeah, I don't think Gunther's right up to a year yet, but there's already
280 days, I think, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's getting close. Obviously, Roman's on nearly 1,000. Bianca's over a year now. I hope we're just not getting to a point too much where they've all got to end around the same time. And kind of dilute each other,
Whilst we're on the subject of slapping meat, Bret Hart, not a fan of chops.
Oh, yeah, I saw him say that as well, yeah.
Was that because Ric Flair does them and he hates Ric Flair?
So I am petitioning now, Gunther versus Bret Hart. For next WrestleMania. so Gunther can kill Bret Hart in the ring.
There
Good
we go.
shot.
Yeah.
No, he
Hart
did.
is
He
just
did.
the most miserable man.
He did say that he'd let Ric Flair chop him once, and that was it. He wasn't having it
Yeah.
anymore.
Pussy. Best in the world. Get out. Not even in the conversation, pal.
Yeah, I can see why Dax Howard sees him as a bit of a role model there. I don't think it's anything to do with the wrestling, is it? It's just the
Neither-
Wouldn't
witching
you
on
love it?
podcasts.
Neither whining sod as
Yeah.
well.
Well, when you've got a podcast series, you've got nothing else to talk about, have you?
Yeah.
Right then, I imagine this was starred quite highly.
5.
5 stars.
5 stars, but he's still wrong. How is he
Yes.
wrong?
7.
6.5 star match,
Six
isn't it?
and 6.5 star. Wow. Like this, I enjoyed the women's match more than I enjoyed this match. Both very good matches. But I enjoyed Ripley, Charlotte Flair more.
Oh, I thought you meant the women's tag match. Just
No.
then I was like,
No, I didn't.
oh my God.
I barely watched that one.
Yeah.
So I thought.
No, Dave loves Waller, though, doesn't he? I think
Yeah,
Waller
it
has
does.
got the most 5-star WWE matches.
Main
ever.
event run soon, do we think?
But more than Kurt Angle, more than Shawn Michaels, more than Jericho, more than all.
He's got a main event run
More
soon.
than
I think.
Roman.
He's
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with him because I know a lot of people want to see Brock and Gunther, but he's heel now, isn't he? So that ain't going to happen for a while, I'd assume. I'm assuming they'll just kill some dude at night. Yeah, but then you got to.
Gunther going to go babyface.
No. You
Well,
wouldn't.
to be fair,
Just
that's
out of
after,
like respect.
that's after Money in the Bank. So he might not even have the title at that point.
Yeah. I guess watch this space. Next match then, Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair beat Asuka to retain 16 minutes.
Bianca's fine. Like, yeah, okay, but they really have messed up with Asuka. I just don't understand why they don't just pull
I
the
guess they
trigger
didn't want
with them.
2 heel champions.
I just don't think it'd heat her up enough.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
She come back at Royal Rumble as a spooky dude, didn't she? And then that was it.
Well, spooky lady.
Yeah, there was that weird promo where she was just a bit niche sometimes. Ask her some of the stuff she does. Really, I don't think it really. It would have felt like she would have just won for the sake of a winning. Really, it didn't really feel like it was worthy of it. If Bianca had been champ for like 3 months, I would just maybe just give Asuka the nod.
She's never won at Mania.
Yeah, it didn't
5
feel
times
worthy
now,
enough.
did it?
Yeah, but this just didn't feel worthy of ending a year-long title run.
Having said that, Bianca Belair is boring.
Yeah, I'm a bit sick of her.
She's good in the ring. Don't get me wrong. She's boring person though.
I
I
don't know where she
agree
goes
with
from.
boring.
I don't know where she goes from here.
Yeah. I should have a bang of a match with Io Sky. That's how she's going next.
I hope Io Sky wins it.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, she might do.
Will. I don't think she will, but I hope she does.
They got a little bit of time to heat it up, then. I don't know if it's happening it's not happening at Backlash, is it?
No match has been announced for Backlash, have they?
Yeah, but no, I don't think Bianca's boring. I think she's kind of she's
I think
another
she is.
Cena type.
There's only one match.
Boring.
I think there's only one match being announced for Backlash.
Cody and
Brock.
Brock, yeah. And also a really nice touch of Bianca's entrance, which Dave Meltzer called one of the all-time great WrestleMania entrances.
Yeah, the entrance was cool with the little girl.
Her
mum died
like her mum died the morning of.
The morning of, yeah.
Something like so. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was just pretty
She got
ballsy
that
of her to go out and do that. To be fair,
Yeah.
Triple H was very upset about it as well in his thing, which I can totally get. He was, yeah, fair play. So,
What ratings did we get for this?
3 3/4.
I thought I was just a bit harsh. I don't know. I don't know about this match. I'm just going middle for diddle, 2.5, because nothing really happened. It didn't really develop any storylines with it. Kind of just buried Asuka, though they didn't build her up. I just have mixed feelings about the whole match and lead up to the match with this.
Yeah, it's weird because I know we're talking about maybe that Charlotte and Rhea should have been the main event. We never even considered this, did we?
Yeah,
we should do really because it's a it's a world title match, isn't it?
It feels like the secondary world title though.
Yeah, but you just never even thought of it being in there. But yeah, I don't know.
Next match, again, assuming this gets 5 stars. Snoop Doggy Dogg, the Dog Father.
The Dog Father of WrestleMania. Let's go on.
Beat the Miz in 2 minutes.
No, you're just gonna skip over the best WrestleMania moment of the weekend.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen it. You haven't seen it. It's
No, I
really
haven't
good.
seen it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! So Shane McMahon comes down,
Oh, that tears his quads, doesn't he?
Oh,
tries
my
to.
God.
He's like out of breath, so like, welcome, and then like attempts to leapfrog the Miz and tears his fucking quad.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
Like Father, like
I
Son.
was going to
Still
say,
laughing
like
at
Five Lights and like Kevin Nash.
it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this just puts an end to Shane McMahon in a wrestling ring.
He got,
So
he
that-
got a nice pop, I thought, for you.
What, popping his leg?
I think Shane's all right. Yeah.
I don't
He's
mind.
all right
Shane.
now. He's not there all the time, isn't he?
No,
Yeah, it was just a nice pop to see. I'd have popped if I was in the
nah,
stadium.
I'd just be like, for fuck's sake.
I wasn't expecting him. I was obviously at this point. I was expecting Lashley.
Man's 53.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bobby Lashley's 47.
yeah.
Yeah, but Bobby Lashley's still in shape and doesn't go after
But
like
he's never out there to have a
doing
good match, was he?
doing it.
He won't go for 5-star classic, was he?
Ric Flair's like 73. He's still going. So you know.
You know,
Sting?
he's the most recent member of Evolution to have a match is Ric Flair.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
saw that
Yeah,
video. I was
believe
like, yeah.
Outrageous.
But no, Snoop Dogg, like, you know, talk about what
He saved this segment, didn't he?
That's why he's in a
Massively.
Hall of Fame.
Well, I've heard that
There's
the
a cameraman
referee.
on it, I think.
Well, somebody saved it. Told him to do a people's elbow, win the match, or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but
but
which you weren't even in. But
I think Snoop Dogg and the ref got highly praised, I think, for somehow
Was it Jessica
saving the
Card?
segment.
Was that?
Yeah,
and then there was
they managed
there
to
was a
save the
cameraman.
segment.
There's a video of him just going like that. You know, as this like just
Yeah.
deck the Miz. But
Yeah.
that's very Miz should get credit really. He dropped to Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
last minute, didn't he?
So he's lost two. He's had two matches and lost them.
Two
lost
matches.
them both of them, isn't
But no, I thought it was quite fun. I don't know. There's something about like obviously celebrities in wrestling these days are quite different, aren't they? Like, you know, because they're quite good now, like Bad Bunny and Logan Paul. But even before when it was like celebrities who come in, they don't really care, they're just there. Snoop Dogg's never really had that. He's always been, I think, because he's such a big fan.
Yeah.
You kind of respect the fact that he's there and he's having a good time. So I think it's just like he feels like he's part of WWE now, doesn't he? Even though he's not really. But yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame now, and he had the gold title, which he didn't explain at all on TV.
It's the dog farmer.
Because there was a thing on Twitter where basically Cody Rhodes had been like, by the way, The Miz was the one who stole your title, and that's why he was annoyed at him, and that's why he set up the matches, but they never explained it on telly. But I thought it was great. I went out with a mate yesterday who loved Snoop Dogg, but has no idea about wrestling. I was trying to explain like why Snoop Dogg was so great and what he just did, like, why that was like. But it's not real anyway. I was like, I know, but Snoop Dogg won't plan to be in that one, so you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, fantastic.
Well done, everyone. Yeah, has Meltzer rated this?
Yeah, give it 1 star,
No, well, he's wrong.
which seems very
Yes.
harsh.
If you accumulate it all together, so you've got Shane McMahon tearing his quads, you've got Snoop Dogg giving the worst people's elbow of all time. 7.5 stars.
Yes,
That's what you're coming here for. 7.5 star match.
that's what I'm talking about.
Outrageous. Okay, the penultimate match. Edge beat the Demon Finn Balor in Hell in a
Ooh.
Cell.
And he got a big old gash in his head, didn't he?
did.
Odd Finny boy.
Mm.
Then the nutcase wrestled like the night after.
Well, apparently he got a calf tear like 6 weeks before Mania or something, which was meant to keep him out till after Mania. And now there's like a bit of concern about him just being generally a bit banged up and stuff, so he might be off TV for a little bit.
Yeah.
But fair play to Finn for carrying on. I mean, I know it was very rushed after that, but I totally get why. But fair play to him for carrying on.
You do feel
Apparently-
for Finn, don't you? I mean, there was, I think, of the one at Takeover where Samoa Joe got the bad cut. He seems to just. It's nothing. Obviously, not his fault, but he just seems to have a horrendous look. He gets into a
And then
prominent position.
Then he got injured, didn't he, in his universe when literally winning the Universal title.
Because I love Finn, but I think he's brilliant. He gets into a prominent position. So like this happens, and it's no one's fault. It just happens.
Yeah.
I thought it was very strange that he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
the
thought it was weird that he lost.
I thought this
Thing
was
is-
the most controversial one of the night, to be honest. Like the
Yeah.
weekend, really, if you think about it.
But he got numbing cream and staples in his head at ringside, didn't he? Which fair play to Finny boy. It takes some Irish bollocks.
Mm.
The thing is, though, the clock's ticking on him now.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna have long left, is he? And he hasn't
It was,
really.
I don't think he'll get another world
He hadn't-
title shot,
No,
unfortunately.
he hadn't achieved what he could have in WWE. I think if he hadn't been injured
If he hadn't
after
been
his
injured-
Universal
Yeah,
title win, I
agreed.
think he'd have been a bigger star. I think now
Agreed.
the clock's ticking. I think he's a mid card now.
Yeah.
That's
They're,
it. It's
Edge
just
and-
unfortunate.
Edge and Balor's combined age was higher than Hogan Piper in that Halloween Havoc cage match.
Yeah, but Balor's got at least 6 or 7 years left in him. He's in good shape.
Oh yeah, I know they're in better shape now, but it's just when you think of it that way, really, it's like, are you going to put your, even I mean, so Damien Priest in his 40s now, isn't he?
I think what is he? Finn's 42 this year.
Yeah, but you would put the title on Randy Orton.
Yeah, because he's the established star. I think
he's a bigger star than Finn. I think
if Finn wins it now, it'll be a Kofi Kingston style win. Yeah. I think rather than setting him up for the future, it'll be a thanks for all your work. Here's the title sort of thing. Not a kind of right. You've got it, and now you're establishing a new era. Like when Cena and Batista won, for instance, it was like they were the guys. I don't think Finn's going to get to that point, but I thought they might have put him over here. But I think maybe it's because it was probably Edge's last WrestleMania, if you believe the rumors.
Yeah, well,
why you got the nod and
and it's not bad. And he hasn't won, but he's lost to Edge. It's not like he's lost to Snoop Dogg.
No, and he was back until the next night, and no one really cares these days, really.
It's just as a banger of a match goes through. Yeah. I think I would like to see him be champion. Like I say, I agree. I do wonder what would have happened after that Universal title win, because he beat Roman Reigns to get in that match, and then he beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And he was third in the draft pick that year or something like that, when he was from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, it looked like they were pushing him to the moon, but
he would have ended up in that feud with Jericho and Owens, I think was the plan. I think so at the time. I can't remember who ended up in there in the end. Seth Rollins was the babyface in the end, wasn't he? No. But I think that's what they had planned for him. But what was up with the coloured weapons?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. Maybe it's a toy set or something. But some of them were like randomly. There's like a purple table, red kendo stick. It was just.
It was odd.
Yeah.
The cell wasn't.
Could see the cage back as it was. Yeah. That was
back
a lot
to regular cell. Okay,
well, it was the red one painted, wasn't it? 3 3/4.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm middle fiddle again. It wasn't the best Hell in the Cell match. 2.5 for me. It was all right. It's probably Edge's worst Hell in a Cell match.
I wonder what would have happened if he hadn't have split his head open.
Yeah.
They were apparently, according to old Dave Meltzer, they were meant to go like 10, 15 minutes more than this, but they had to rush through.
Right.
Makes sense. Only went 18 minutes, so you would think.
Yeah. Edge loves a good long match these days, doesn't he? Especially at WrestleMania. He is the new Triple H in a way, Edge, isn't he?
Yeah.
Always wins when you don't expect it to. That's really long matches. And Hell in a Cell's kind of his thing now. So.
Yeah, which is bad, because he's had like TLC's his thing, Hell in a Cell's his thing now. Is there anything Edge hasn't done?
Well, Hell in a Cell's a good. Safe's the wrong word, or it's easy to look at Finn, but it's not as risky as TLC, is it?
No.
Edge. I won't want to see Edge in a TLC match now.
No.
Oh God, no, absolutely not. And the last match then, Roman Reigns beat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed Universal title. 34 minutes. He retains. Solo Sikoa got involved. Cody Rhodes, he didn't hit the third one, did he? But he hit 2. Whatever his finish is called. Roads to the
Crossroads.
top.
Crossroads to
the
top. That was his
AEW thing, wasn't
it? The Crossroads. He tried to hit the third, and then Roman Reigns beats him with a spear after Sikoa got involved. Right, this is where I'm saying now. So I promised it, so I'll say it now. I don't mind Cody Rhodes winning one because we said this before. It was too easy for Cody Rhodes, and it writes itself when he gets back into the main event. He goes for all this, and Roman says, "Yeah, and what happened? You lost." And also, I want the Usos have lost, so I want to see Roman Reigns trying to cling to as much power as he can because his empire is crumbling around him, and then eventually, when he loses, it will just be Roman Reigns at the top because he's lost the bloodline.
Mm.
The Usos have gone. Solo Sikoa has gone. His power is coming. It's like I don't watch Succession, but I imagine this is what it's about.
Weirdly, we've just started watching
the man at the
that.
top. You have the kingpin at the top, and he's gone. His empire's coming. He doesn't know what to do. He starts getting more desperate. He starts cheating more matches. Sikoa comes out more until he eventually loses, and he's going to become an even bigger final boss than he was now.
So just off the back of what Ross is saying, my prediction is Cody is still going to be the man.
Yeah.
I think they're going to build him up. He's going to beat Brock Lesnar. And he's got that under his belt. He's beaten Brock Lesnar.
I think he's going to lose to Brock Lesnar.
I think if WWE don't fuck it up, they'll make him win.
Yeah.
Well, they've already fucked it up, haven't they? So it don't matter.
No, I don't think they have. Because they'll build Cody up to be an
idiots.
even bigger star.
I
I'm
think it would have
sick
been
of just.
wasted. If he'd have won it, it'd have been wasted.
I'm just so bored of the same fucking dusty
Storytelling.
finish every single match. It's so shit. It's so boring. It's like, oh, here comes Solo Sikoa. There's a spike. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Here come the Usos. Kick. 1, 2, 3.
But
It's just so fucking boring. I'm so sick of
it's
it.
the best storyline in wrestling history. This.
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying I'm sick of him fucking winning. It's just been the same fucking ending,
But
month
that's
after
why.
month after month.
But isn't that just clever booking?
Yes.
No,
Because
it's shit booking. They've had honestly, you will never get Cody hotter than what he was at Mania.
No,
You
You'll
will,
not
you
ever
will.
Dead
moan
wrong.
him.
You will.
I don't think you will.
You will.
Because
100%
Cody
you will.
Rhodes' story doesn't require him to beat Roman Reigns. It requires him to win the WWE Championship. So
Yeah.
I don't think you need to do the two together.
Oh no, but if Cody Rhodes had won, then what next? Because Cody Rhodes' character is he needs to win the title. What next then?
Yeah.
He goes. He needs the adversity, and people say, on the internet, why do you always need adversity? He needs the adversity. It was too easy for him. Far too easy. He comes back and wins.
I think he'll beat Brock Lesnar, and I think he'll win Money in the Bank.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he might lose to Brock, but mainly just to
Yeah,
add
I
more
don't know what
to
he'll do. I don't know what he'll do against Brock.
just to add more to the story of him. Like, he's
Make-
down on his luck. He's down.
Make him,
himself.
make him the nearly man.
And Anderson has to come in.
Give him a gun or something.
Give him a Glock.
Or one of his dad's mates or something. Like basically, is it Rocky 3? I've not seen it, but the one that they were trying to do in AEW and they fucked up. I think that's what it needs to do, really.
Yeah,
Just really have him. Yeah.
Make him doubt himself. He gets to the main event and he bottles it.
But Ross, do you know what I would have done to make this even more like that? I think Roman should have won clean. I think it was cheap. That was my only thing with my only issue with the whole thing was that Sikoa got involved after he'd been kicked out.
But I think
I finished should have done what they did with Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, where he was just his best wasn't good enough, and that's why Roman's so good. I think it's just a bit of a crutch now that they're kind of relying on.
Yeah, but they
bloodline.
are. But then that fits into the Roman clinging onto his power.
Yeah, but only if you're gonna. The only way it makes sense
if you put the
is if
self doubt into Roman.
I think we can. I don't think Jimmy's winning it, right? No, it's just you can't trust Jimmy. Can't hit spear himself, so he ain't winning it. But I think it makes sense if Jey Uso or Solo Sikoa wins the title off him. But I think the bloodline started with the bloodline, has to end with the bloodline. I don't think Cody's the right person to end Roman's reign. I think I said this before. I don't know. I'm going to dig out what I said in February, but I think it needs to be Jey Uso, really. But I can kind of settle on Solo Sikoa.
I know.
Wild card, Paul Heyman.
I think Jey Uso will beat Solo Sikoa before he gets to Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
If that's the way they're going to do it, Jey Uso has to beat Solo Sikoa.
Because Cody Rhodes just needs the title, but he doesn't need to beat Roman. That's not his story.
Well,
So he still can finish the story, but
yeah, there's going to be another title coming on the card soon, anyway, before SummerSlam by all accounts.
Yeah, but it needs to do that quite far away. I think. I don't think Cody can just win another title now because then it. No,
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. I obviously that won't be the title that Cody will want anyway, because it won't be the WWE title.
Well, because they got this new belt. Roman's coming up to 1,000 days. Do you think they're just going to... That makes sense, right? That's when he gets presented with a new belt after he's reached 1,000 days as champion. That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, it does. Also, the Night of Champions in it.
Big swerve, just to annoy Terry Peters even more. They announced a new title, and then Roman Reigns wins his third title.
Oh, fuck that.
The belt collector, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I just
do it. Go on to the Indies. Like, go on, all.
I'm sort of changing my idea now. With Cody Rhodes, he could beat someone like Randy Orton, because you can imagine the promos of Randy Orton saying to Cody Rhodes, you did this and you got here and you lost. You did this and you got here and you lost. And Cody Rhodes is the self-doubt. That's what you need.
Yeah.
And he wins the big one at last. Huge. You can make Cody Rhodes go to next WrestleMania.
Yeah. Wait until
build him up again. Yeah.
Goldust can get there. Not Goldust can win it, but so he can be there. But,
someone can say to him, "This in AEW, pal. You can't just book yourself to win." Oh,
yeah.
Say that to him.
To be fair, they already kind of did anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, Roman's body bashed on all that.
Oh, so that's what star rates that one. So Peters, before we
4.5.
Oh, get out, Dave. 6 stars.
6 stars.
I thought it was the best Roman WrestleMania main event. I know there's been quite a few now.
I think I agree with that, actually.
Maybe WrestleMania 31 when Seth cashed in.
Yeah, that's not because of Roman, though, is it?
No, but they were having a banger beforehand, weren't they? Them two. That's Brock and Roman's best match. They've
Yeah.
never been able to recapture that up until
Chapter.
SummerSlam last year, but that was mad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For different reasons. But
Yeah.
Farmer Brock and the forklift.
I think if Cody had won it, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
If Cody had won it, I think they would have got that one 5 stars as well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Maybe the ending was just a bit flat because he cheated. I think, for me, I'd have had Roman just win it. All the shenanigans, but just in the end, just speared him, and that was enough.
Yeah. Right. So finally on WrestleMania, before we move on to the next big news, it was the most successful WrestleMania ever. Gates, viewership, sponsorships, merch. It's a thing now, isn't it? It's huge. WrestleMania is just huge. And 2 nights, they're going to get double everything, aren't they? Clever business.
Yeah. Thank God thank God the pandemic happened. Obviously, I don't. RIP to all those lost, but that was what forced them to have 2 nights, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
if a benefit came out of it, that was it.
More people, more viewers, more
And you
more
just don't
chance to
get
go. And
you just don't get as tired, do you? It was just that WrestleMania 35, the last one before the pandemic, was just too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's long. 34 was really
This was
long
well paced as well. They've finally sorted out the whole video package thing now, so it wasn't as long in between matches.
Yeah,
It's still going to be long because you want the good entrances and that. Really, I don't like the people who are timing it like, oh, it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah, hopefully
only
the
one that
video
was long-
packages stay the same for upcoming.
The only one that
release.
was long was between Hell in a Cell and the main event, but that's because obviously it finished early.
Yeah. And you got to get rid of the cell and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
probably click that. I'm assuming they had to change all
The players change the can. I'm assuming they changed the
stuff.
canvas for that.
Yeah, like I said, they obviously finished that. That finished early anyway, didn't it?
Yeah. Right. So that's been WrestleMania. The next big news is WWE has merged with the UFC. They've been bought out by, it's not gone through yet, has it? I think they're doing the due diligence or whatever, but they're going to be bought by Endeavor. I can't remember the price. It's ridiculous amount of money.
$9 billion, was it?
Valued at $9 billion. Yeah, the new company's
Yeah,
valued at $21 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say the company's about 21, isn't it?
They are merging. Vince McMahon is going to run the. I don't know what his role is. He said head of creative, hasn't he?
The executive chairman.
Executive chairman. The guy from, I think he was from Endeavor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was asked, put on the spot.
Area manual.
Yeah, who's going to be in charge of creative? And clearly the man doesn't know anything about wrestling. Clearly, does he? He doesn't know about the ins and outs of it. He knows WWE is a big company. And he said, Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon's a big name in wrestling. They did this with Bischoff when Fox bought it. They brought Bischoff back because he's a big name. It was never going to work. They needed a big name. Triple H has come out and said nothing's going to change. I'm going to stay. We then had Raw after WrestleMania, heavily panned. Apparently, Vince McMahon had his fingers all over it. How true that is, I don't know. He was expected to be at SmackDown.
They were changing stuff on the fly. Apparently, like
they were sat behind the production.
They were sat behind the production desk, and it got changed 3 times in an hour.
Yeah, but apparently, when Triple H went out for his promo, that Vince literally just went, "Fuck this! I'm in charge now." Just kind of sat down and Gorilla was there for the rest of the night.
So he's now lost his. He's got an 18% control.
I will say, I don't think that was the worst show of all time. I think that was people massively overreacted to the fact that I think if Triple H should have booked, if Vince won there and that's the exact same show happened, you would have been disappointed at Triple H's first post WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it's because there was a few women's.
Such a stupid overreaction. But I think it's just classic internet at the moment, isn't it?
I think it's because there was a few women's matches planned, wasn't there, to sort of start a tournament for something, and then it just got completely changed into something that seemed pointless at the time.
No, he did the number 1 contenders tag match instead, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think people were more excited for a tournament for the women's number 1 contendership than because, as we've discussed, no one's really that asked about the women's tag titles. Are they?
The only thing I would say is that was never advertised there. It was leaked on Fightful.
Yeah,
it probably was true. They probably did change it, but. I don't know. I feel like as a wrestling fan, you shouldn't have a right to be angry that something's changed unless it's been advertised.
The first commercial for an hour as well showed nothing.
The many matches, was they?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying it's a very good one, but I just think the overreaction's been the worst Raw ever.
Yeah.
It's completely off the mark. I would
just off the back of this whole Vince McMahon's back, apparently a lot of talent are not happy.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I can imagine that.
I can believe that.
It would depend on what his role is.
If it's in creative, I think people would be. Look at Drew McIntyre. He hadn't renewed for his contracts for a reason.
He said, well, Vince has said, didn't he? He said, I won't be in the weeds. I will be
He said the
further
exact
back.
same thing when Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff were putting creative.
Well,
The exact same thing.
But he hasn't been there. He hasn't been there since, though.
No, so people
No.
were expecting to be at the SmackDown. SmackDown was good from all accounts.
It's very good.
He wasn't there. He wasn't at the Raw afterwards.
Yeah, no,
He hasn't been there. Then he wasn't at SmackDown after that. So he's been one out of 4.
I think he probably was there. Like he needs to. Someone's got to sit him down now and say, "Look, that didn't work, right? Like whatever you were doing, it didn't work." It's like when you know the old what was the fella Bill Shankly when he retired from Liverpool.
Yeah.
He started going anyway, didn't he? Like he was going to the games and stuff. And then the new manager and said, "Look, you got to go away because you just kind of you're muddying the waters. You can't let me do my own thing."
So
someone's got to be like say that to Vince, really.
Just run down the card then. So it was Omos versus Elias. Omos wins in 1 minute 41. Austin Theory against Rey Mysterio 9 minutes 24. Theory wins. Owens and Zayn versus Street Profits 12 minutes 56 seconds. Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali 38 seconds. And then Liv and Raquel beat Damage Katal in 7 minutes and 2.
Yes,
I think that's people's other problems that like you've got Omos and Elias for no reason. In 1 minute 41, you got Bobby Lashley and Ali again for no real reason, 38 seconds.
Bring back Ezekiel for me.
It makes Lashley look like a beast, though.
Yeah. It's hard to tell the card on a TV show without seeing the context of the match, isn't it?
Yeah. And then, you don't have long match. But the difference, I think, is now, because Vince McMahon is no longer the owner of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer the man who answers to no one. He owns 18% of WWE, or of the new company.
Yeah.
But that means he doesn't own 82% of it. Vince McMahon can't do... I think he can't get away with what he got away with last time. I'm not the allegations, the running of the company, because he's not in control anymore. So I don't think Vince McMahon could just start doing what he wants to do because somebody higher up than him is going to say, "Hang on a minute," unless they're making money. But hang on a minute, why is viewership down? What's happening here, Vince? You're in charge of the viewership. Oh, yeah, it's because creative or whatever. Right then, somebody else needs to be in charge of creative. Because the businessmen now, they don't care. They've got no ties to wrestling. The businessmen.
Something interesting to note of Vince McMahon's contract is that he has a conduct and sexual harassment conduct clause in his contract.
Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see if any more allegations come out.
I think if it do, he's gone.
You might get one.
I really do. I think if something does, I think he's gone.
Well, they can't have somebody like that with a cloud around it. You can't have it anymore, can you?
Not when your company's worth $21 billion.
Exactly. So that for me is the difference. If it's not working, I think they'll change. I think the guy has said, because if you don't know anything about wrestling or you know a tiny bit about wrestling and you buy a wrestling company, Vince McMahon's involved. Who's Vince McMahon? You just have to Google him. Oh, Vince McMahon, yeah. He's turned this $1 million company into $1 billion enterprise.
You're right, Ross. It's 100% for Wall Street. It's 100. It's I know of a company that's just been spun off. And they've hired a chairman who's retired for 6 years because he has a reputation in the business.
Exactly.
It reassures Wall Street. That's why Vince is there.
Because nobody knows whatever his John Paul Levesque or whatever his real name.
Yeah, that's it.
John Paul Levesque.
What's his real name?
Paul Levesque.
Paul Levesque.
John Paul Levesque was his WCW.
I was going to say that, yeah.
But nobody knows what he is, do they?
You're right. Vince McMahon's is wrestling to most people, the investors. It's why he's there. Like I think it was a bad Raw. Vince was involved. Vince was very clearly involved. He's not been involved since. Everyone overreacted.
But you look
everyone wanted to change, didn't they? Really.
You look at Monday's Raw. Just going through it, like you can tell it feels very Triple H because the match times are consistent. So you've got like Finn versus Rey, 13 minutes 46. The women's tag match, 15 and a half. Bobby Lashley and Bonta Marie, 10 minutes. Usos and Alpha Academy, 13 minutes. Number one contender, 8 minutes. And Solo and Owens, 13 minutes. I think it's that. I think there's that consistency. Whereas before in the first hour, you've had Omos versus Elias in 1 minute 41.
But no one wants to see Omos and Elias go to 13 minutes.
You're still gonna have
but no one wants to see Omos or Elias, I don't think, together.
Yeah. Squash matches still have a place.
No, I agree. But when that's your commercial hour, your first free commercial hour, is that going to keep people gripped?
Depends what they want. Man.
There was only really one return, wasn't they? Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Matt
think that
Riddle's
was the other
back.
thing that pissed people off as well.
Especially when they tease it, because they were doing social media videos all day of like, oh, all these great returns that happened.
Yeah.
It's almost like,
Yeah.
but then nothing did.
You sort of I was expecting more call-ups.
Yeah, some people were expecting Jay White, obviously. From
Yeah.
was another one people were
Well,
Well,
they
wrestling fans, and I have done this in the past. I convinced myself Samoa Joe's coming out on number 30 winning the Royal Rumble. He didn't come out at all. Wrestling fans do that, don't they? They convince
But
themselves.
it's
They
like-
convinced Jay White was coming out to win the United States title.
Well, no. So
Well-
just on the subject of Jay White, sounds like WWE have dropped a massive bollock here.
Yeah.
Because apparently he was all queued up, ready to return to to come to WWE. They announced that Vince McMahon was going to be heading up creative, and that's why he didn't sign. Apparently, according to Chris Jericho, he was all ready to sign the contract.
That probably has
WWE.
happened. It wouldn't surprise me if that did happen and you hear things, but I can't see Vince getting involved as he was. I don't think it'll be the same company because it's not that company anymore.
No, I
Very
think the
true,
other thing
but
was
you-
there's
you-
been a bit
you're-
of a hiring freeze since January, haven't they? Which makes sense because that's when they were talking about the takeover.
Hmm.
Well, according to
Merger.
according to Dave Meltzer, there's been no freeze on hiring.
Yeah, it's one of those. So again, like I'm just going from my own experiences recently, of going through like a similar deal. It's you're told to be very cautious with your money. Like everything is under a lot more scrutiny. So you don't have like an official freeze, but everything goes up that 1-2 extra layers of management more than it would do previously. So if you're hiring like a big wrestler, they're gonna look at that in a lot more detail than they would have done, without that happening, really, because you've got to get it approved by the current company, but you've also got to get approved by the new regime as well, and things just take time. And I think Sean Ross Sapp said with Jay White, like there's a lot of lack of communication, and again, from going through a corporate spin-off, like I can 100% believe that has happened. So I wouldn't say it was official, but I can 100% see where it would have come from.
Hmm.
I have to edit all this out now before anyone works out where I work.
No, come on, you can't be the only company in the world.
But,
Split it up.
But
Oh my God, there's only one.
It's a frustrating and scary time if you're an employee at a company that's going through a big fundamental change like that.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I'm
again, you wouldn't move to a company that was in the middle of it either. I don't think.
enjoying the business talk. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
For anyone that hasn't worked out where Lou works, he actually works at UFC. So
Yeah.
He's Dana White.
I think the big change, and apparently Endeavor did this to UFC, was they absolutely jacked up the prices of pay-per-views. They went from about $20 to $70, $80.
I think that's the other thing that people worried about. But the Peacock deal, I don't think ends till 2025. I think.
Well, then I would say the UFC isn't a TV show.
No, it's not. But whether
UFC, they make their money on pay-per-views. I don't think WWE do.
I think they'll do whatever gets the best money out of
The
it.
fighters in UFC, I'm assuming it's the same as boxing, but the fighters will get a cut of the pay-per-view because if they draw the most money.
Yeah,
So-
they don't get anywhere near as much as boxing. It's a big.
No, that's the only thing with
controversial
UFC, is
thing.
it?
Yeah.
But UFC they don't have a weekly TV show, so they don't get as many advertisements. They don't have house shows. They probably don't sell as much merch because they don't really have merch. So that's probably why they've put the prices up.
I think they're going to do the research and see if wrestling fans are going to. I can 100% see WrestleMania go back to pay per view, maybe. Or go the other way and put it on free TV. Well, I guess it's on Peacock, which is near as damn it now.
Yeah.
But a lot more people will watch this year's WrestleMania. I don't know if that fact's come out yet, but I'm assuming it'll be one of the most watched ever.
Yeah.
In terms of the amount of people seeing it. So they might not do it. Like they're going to operate very differently. I think the only synergies, I think the unfortunate thing again is because the merger, and there'll be a lot of people in the back office that we don't know will lose the jobs because they'll be you'll have two marketing teams and two venue teams and all that sort of stuff. Really,
they've already announced that there will be layoffs in HR and things like that.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
they have announced that.
It makes sense, but that's the worst thing. But what do you think of just this destination for WWE? Because it's the first time we talked about it since it's actually been.
I think it's going to be a very interesting couple of months coming up. That's for sure.
Compared to say like Disney or Tony Khan or whoever else is involved.
I think it was the best option to be able to keep the current product.
Yeah, because I think Disney would have just done, like with Star Wars, where they've just made something out of everything.
Yes,
I know Tony.
it's like with Marvel now. I can't keep up with Marvel anymore.
I know Tony Khan does that anyway because he's got another TV show coming out, which we'll get to. But I think Disney would go down the same route where there's just something for everything, and it kind of just dilutes the market, dilutes the company. Whereas I think somebody or something that's actually got some sort of experience in combat and sports and fighting or whatever is probably the best option.
Yeah, Disney would have probably brought someone in as the Undertaker who has the power to use the Force.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes the most. We didn't know about this, which is why it's probably shouldn't be that surprising because they always say, don't they? You know, like when the football team gets taken over, Man City, you didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden they're taken over. When someone's having a long thing, or they might not. It never goes through. But it makes the most sense out of all the options. This one makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see an Undertaker and Kane like origin story film though. Like, I think it's still make that. But
It's still kind of endeavor.
I still want that, like a multi-part series or something, like on the Undertaker and Kane as kids, or as like teenagers and that. I think that'd be actually class.
You can still still sell the rights to Disney, can't
they?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Endeavor are pros at what they do. Whether people like them or not, they make a lot of money out of what they do. There was it was an agent company, wasn't it, at first?
Yeah, but they double or triple the value of UFC. So yeah,
and the UFC is a lot bigger now than it was when they took over. It's not really a fringe sport anymore. It is mainstream, as we're seeing with all the people coming across from UFC to WWE. That's the other thing. I don't think all of a sudden we're going to get half a MMA card now on WWE TV because they haven't done it with any of their other businesses. So I know that they are merging, but they're going to keep them separate. They're merging the office, aren't they? They're not merging the product.
Yeah, the only noticeable difference I think you will have is that you probably won't get Saturday nights with a UFC and a WWE pay-per-view anymore.
No, but...
or you won't get that time when when Tony Khan was bragging that he was talking to Dana White when WWE downsized the venue because
I
think it was a Vegas one I knew about running UFC and WWE. You won't get that anymore. And that'd be
it's good for everyone. If you're a fan of both sports, it's good for everyone. Yeah. Right then, we will slightly jump around because AEW also has some big news. And Saturdays is a member of that.
I don't know which one you're going to pick here.
I'm going to go to, well, it sort of all ties in together. AEW are planning a 2-hour Saturday show called AEW Collision. The rumor is there's going to be a brand split, a draft.
It's a soft brand split, isn't it?
Yeah, CM Punk is going to be the main star because if you believe the rumor and all the reports, nobody else wants to work with him.
I think this is such a stupid idea.
Saturday night's an odd for me.
Well, they've taken up every other night of the week, can't they? But the thing for me is that's not the stupid idea. The stupid idea is building another show around him when clearly there's...
That, wasn't it?
Yeah, sorry?
Wasn't Rampage supposed to be built around him?
Well, yeah, but then he's pissed everybody off, hasn't he? So no one actually wants to work with him. So now I think you're then going to get people going, oh, well, they're now pissed off with the company because they've been taken away from their mates on Dynamite now. So is then Tony Khan going to pander to his roster and go, well, you can stay on Dynamite, and then you end up with the same 5 matches every week on this Collision thing? Because
it all comes down to he is the biggest name in AEW.
He is. But
if you want to sell at Wembley in 3-4 months' time, who do you put at the headline?
But then if you're not mixing your rosters,
but I think people will get over it.
Yeah, I think so.
If it's you stay on Dynamite, you get 10 minutes. You go on Collision, you get half an hour. People will get over it quickly.
To be fair, no one gets fucking 10 minutes on Dynamite week in, week out. Apart from the people that are booking the show. So.
Well, that's what I mean. So they're not going to want to stay on Dynamite, are they?
If Matt Hardy and Edge can work together, anyone can. Is my take.
Yeah, I think people will eventually get over it.
The most frustrating thing about this is like, so they're going to build a show around CM Punk, but yet. Why? So why not Ring of Honor? Why is Ring of Honor separately? Surely you could have just called it like AEW Ring of Honor, and the network wouldn't have minded.
Yeah,
and then you could have CM Punk as Ring of Honor champion, and then it's a logical reason for him to be on a different show to everyone else. These guys who, I guess they do have a connection to Ring of Honor, but not as
strong as him.
Historically.
Yeah, not as much as him.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a stupid business move. I really, really do.
I do. I mean, I don't know what ratings they're getting, but they must be getting much if they keep getting more TV time. But
They're getting about 800,000 on Dynamite a week.
Tony Khan is doing all the same, let's say, inverted commas, mistakes that WWE have done by having an over bloated roster.
I thought you were going to say WCW because it sounds a lot.
Well,
like
both, but everyone
it sounds
says
like Thunder, doesn't it? And when they got Bret Hart just for Thunder.
The problem with what people say with the 3-hour Raw, 2-hour SmackDown, 2-hour NXT, all this is there's too much content for you to digest. That's what 7 hours, and the Premier Line event every month, loads of 7 hours of wrestling every week. They're now doing that with AEW. It's too much.
They need to rearrange their plan. I think they need to make Rampage into developmental.
They need to do
a bit like NXT.
No, but then you've got Dark as well. I thought that was what
Dark
that was.
off.
Well, Ring of Honor was meant to be NXT.
this is the problem they've got. He's got too much stuff going on at once.
Dark's only like 20 minutes an episode now. It's literally just the dark matches these days. Yeah. Like it's not what it was.
Which they're going to happen anyhow, so I don't have a problem with
it. Right, fair dues. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's Rampage. I do need to sack off. I think at this point. But with it being on a Saturday, it makes. You don't want to stereotype wrestling fans, but if anyone's going to be on a Saturday, it's those guys. Just like it's the same reason when
it's not.
That's why you're not going to grow your audience.
That's why WWE on SmackDown is on a Friday on Fox because no one else is watching TV, but wrestling fans will find wrestling.
It's not the time. It's not the time that's the issue for me. You've got Dynamite, you've got Dark Elevation, you've got Ring of Honor. There's 4 TV things he's got to book a week. Now he's got a 5th. He has a pay-per-view every 4 months, then a special Dynamite. He's got that other thing on TV, that Total Divas style thing. It's just like, at what point does the roster actually start getting some consistency about it? I think that's the biggest problem, is you'll see somebody on Dynamite one week, you won't see him for 3 months.
But surely that would help to having more telly, wouldn't it?
But then is he going to apply the same principles amongst that? Because if he's applying the same principles,
it's not
no point.
A hard brand split, then that would tell me that people are going to be on both shows.
Yeah, I think it's just a soft brand split. It's basically
you're basically going to see a Hangman Page twice a week.
You're seeing Kenny Omega on Collision. I think that's the idea. And then if you're seeing Kenny turns up on Dynamite, then you'll have to wait
But then you're going to have people floating between the 2 shows, I guess, as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's bloated his roster too much, hasn't he? He signed everybody. He was like a kid in the candy shop. He's just said, you're free. I'll sign you. You're free. I'll sign you. You're free. I'll sign you.
And they still have a lot of free agents on telly as well, don't they? They're not even
it was like when they had that Luigi Primo night. I know it's a weird thing to make, but it's like it became a meme for a week because it was a funny thing they did. Then Tony Khan just goes and books him for 2 weeks. Like, what's the point? Like the El Diro Van the Viking guy that was against Omega the other week.
El Hijo, El Viking.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
the Viking guy. Disco Viking.
Disco Viking. But like, where's that come from? Do you know what I mean? Why?
Dream match.
Yeah, but you've got
fair,
a million and one
other
people to
use. In the pre-pandemic,
but you've got a million and one other people to use. Actually, use some of your own talent for once.
Yeah, no, I completely
like Bandido, they brought him in for a week, signed him. He's hardly ever on TV.
Yeah.
He said he wants to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Yeah. I think the thing is though, like they're obviously doing good ratings, right? They're obviously
it must be someone get a TV show.
Happy because they keep giving him more and more TV time. But it's just, I think probably we as wrestling fans don't see it that way because we're comparing them to WWE. But if you take them out of that and think about what they actually are, like they did a lot more than bloody Power Slap on the same night, didn't they? And stuff like that, really. But it's obviously they're a niche wrestling products that's actually doing pretty well. Just stop the WWE comparisons for one. They need to end immediately. But yeah, after they're doing all right. Really.
Why don't they be their own thing now? They're becoming a big company, aren't they? Take it in a different direction.
Yeah.
Just do something else. Don't do this thing. I don't know. Have it like trying to think of 2 things that are similar but different. I can't think of all.
There's always that competition in this sort of thing, but
yeah, just go a different way. Do it completely different. Do it like when they did that mad snooker tournament. Instead of regular boring snooker, they did like you got a timer and stuff like that. I'll do it like Premier League darts instead of regular
here's
darts.
another player. Miro, he was like a big signing, wasn't he, at the time? He's not been on Dynamite since June.
Because he's shit.
But
he keeps saying no, doesn't he?
is that what I don't know.
Yeah.
But
He wants to leave, doesn't he? Is he
I
not
heard
just waiting his contract out?
I don't know. I heard he was just happy to just get paid, to be
Well,
fair.
yeah.
But,
I think he keeps saying no to losing, basically, for a while.
right.
Makes sense.
But they've just re-signed Brian Cage as well.
I know WWE were meant to be interested in him as well.
Well, again, Brian Cage does he? Where does he?
That was
go?
weird because he didn't do anything for 6. He was off telly for almost a year, wasn't he?
So what? Again, what's the point?
But he's on Ring of Honor now. I think I'm not one of the 15,000 people who watch.
He's been on Ring of Honor like the last few weeks, but before that, he was last on actual Dynamite. February before that, he's been on bits and bobs, but nothing like week in week out. Why re-sign him?
Maybe he re-signed because WWE were interested.
No, but I'm just saying, why would Tony Khan offer him a contract? I'm not saying
because
him
he's
re-signing
6-man tag champion in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's not.
It just makes no sense to me.
Speaking of contracts, then Kenny Omega still has not signed a contract. Are they doing a Cody Rhodes with Kenny Omega, or do we think he's just going to re-sign?
See how the CM Punk stuff goes.
Yeah, I think it'll
Does
come down to
it?
CM Punk
But
stuff.
also, see, he'll be keeping an eye out for what's happening on WWE.
Yes.
Kenny Omega and Triple H WWE 100% see it. Kenny Omega and Vince is WWE.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
At some
Keeping his
point,
options
though,
open, isn't he?
Kenny Omega's not a stupid man, is he? Surely, if WWE offer him even like half as much more, at some point he's going to be thinking, I'm getting on now. I've had God knows how many matches. I've had some brutal matches. I might just take the money.
I think it's going to come down to CM Punk stuff.
Well, CM Punk said he's open to working with everyone.
Because he's got no options.
No one else wants to touch him.
He's got a meeting, hasn't he, planned with Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
a couple of others.
By the way, credit to Chris Jericho for making a situation that's got fuck all to do with
him about
100% about him. He's doing all the tweets and that. He's got like in there. If it's not the most Jericho thing ever, like they always joke every AEW feud. If someone gets hot, Chris Jericho has to have a feud with him. He's doing this one. It's not on telly. He's getting in there. Is this the hottest storyline in AEW? He's got in there.
I think give it time. Chris Jericho will be head of creative for AEW.
Yeah, again, Kevin Nash. He's doing the WCW.
Nah, they could give him a show. That's not a bad idea.
Maybe he can do Collision.
Fucking hell, he's one of probably the greatest wrestling minds in the business.
Give him Ring of Honor or something like that. Give him a go.
Give Chris Jericho a show. Give Jeff Jarrett a show.
Yeah.
The amount of creative knowledge that them two guys have got is probably more than the whole rest of his company put together.
Yeah, now he's sacked off Bischoff at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be doing that anytime soon.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh. See, he's like off the storyline saying the AEW don't have storylines. I have to do it for 8-year-olds.
8-year-old child to say.
Well, I hear Vince Russo is still a free agent. So.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But no, I think I just find it funny that Chris Jericho's managed to way into like headline figure that not even. But if you believe Dave Meltzer, then why wouldn't we? Him and Brian Alvarez, they're right involved in this as well now. They've been Wrestling Observer Radio this week has been an absolute treat with Brian Alvarez because he gets more and more annoyed at Dax Howard every day.
This is bullshit.
But basically, yeah. So he was saying that Dax Howard saying other stuff like, "Yeah, CM Punk wants to work with the elite in that," just because it then just makes them look the ones that are unprofessional.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh well, he's open to working with anyone. Like, why are you guys basically? Whereas obviously, there's so much happening in the locker room, isn't it? Like they don't.
Wrestling like that. Yeah.
You've got to be. I know, obviously, there's money on the table and stuff, but you're putting your life in someone else's hands.
Mm.
You've got to be able to trust them, even to a certain point. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't like the fella, you've got to be able to believe that they're going to do the right thing. But equally, and also like fucking Dax Howard. While I'm on this now, right? Just FTR and Punk versus the elite is not as big as Kenny Omega versus CM Punk for me. It's like just watering it down. It's like bloody Pat Patterson, he kept like going, "Oh yeah, I'll be the special referee for WrestleMania main events to get himself on a payday." So that's all Dax is doing.
Let me ask you this question: is Dax Howard the biggest bellend in wrestling?
No.
He's getting there for me.
Bret Hart.
Right. Sorry, Brad.
Well, I know he keeps banging on about and getting all weird about Bret Hart, doesn't he? Like, it's just, yeah, but they are very similar. But no, he needs to. If I'm Tony Khan, the first thing I'm doing, Tony Khan needs to just start managing this properly, right? He should have cut off CM Punk the all out. Well, no, actually, the first thing he should have done is if CM Punk didn't like some of that Hangman Page was saying, like, what, like this time last year now?
Yeah.
Should have said, Page, mate, like, Punk don't really like it. We've got to spend a lot of money on this fella, so could you just cut that shit out, please?
Here's something else, yeah.
But then when CM Punk,
the important stuff was it?
Yeah, and then when CM Punk suddenly got really mad about it, like 3 months later, or whatever it was. But at that point, again, surely the opportunity is there to be like, why the fuck did you just call out our champion or our ex-champion, whatever it was at that point, when he wasn't even in the building? Like, what the fuck are you playing at, basically?
Yeah.
You're off telly for a week or two. There's so many chances to just sell it out. It's just, surely it can't be sustainable to just keep them away from each other. But they've got to get on the same page, because if they're going to sell at Wembley, and I think they'll get damn close to it,
they've got to be on the asylum again, aren't they?
Yeah. Otherwise, it is WCW, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But as Aaron says,
comparisons are ridiculous.
Whether you think Jericho's good or not, you see what he's doing from a mile off. He's getting himself in a position of influence. Like,
fucking hell, yeah.
But it makes sense out of the chaos. Yeah.
Well, there might not be anybody left. If CM Punk don't want to work with Omega or Page or the Young Bucks, then who's there? Jericho's there.
Yeah.
Jericho gets a casual fan in the UK. Jericho versus Punk.
Yeah, Jericho is just not.
I know, but he does. He does. It's a name that people who maybe watch wrestling when they was a kid or in the teenage years, they haven't watched it for a while. They all know who Chris Jericho is.
Chris Jericho's the person that got AEW off at the start, because casual fans didn't know who Omega was. They didn't know who the Elite were. It was all built around Jericho. He's the one that got the company started.
I just think they kind of moved past him now.
Oh no, I don't think it'd be. I don't think
as a main event talent.
I don't think. Yeah, it wouldn't be the match I'd want to see. But I can see why Jericho's doing it, because he's saying to Tony Khan, "Look, you spent a lot of money on CM Punk, and you want to bring him back. Well, then put me in the ring with him."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think Chris Jericho's worming his way into a management position, because if the Elite out there anymore,
100%.
Tony Khan needs some guidance. It's all gone to shit backstage since Cody left. Let's not be around the bush.
He was the glue.
It's the timing is pretty spot on for when it all started to fall apart when Cody left. That was the first issue right there. If you can't keep him happy. But
why is he not using Jeff Jarrett as a president of some description, a manager of some description? He built TNA into a viable product at that point, and it was only after he left that TNA went down the pan.
Arrogance, I think. As a football fan, as a Hull City fan, we was run by a rich kid, whose dad was the businessman. He was born into it. What is it? Nepotism, whatever they call it these days. It's the same as Tony Khan. I don't think Tony Khan's too arrogant to admit he's made a mistake, or too arrogant to ask for help. Is the feeling I get. I can do it. I can book it. It's my business. I'll do this. It's my thing. I'm going to play with it.
It's his little train set, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the issue. He doesn't want to ask for it. Right.
But yeah, might just down staying on that. The amount of people you've got in his business with just vast experience. You've got Big Show there. You've got Mark Henry. What does Mark Henry do in AEW now? Nothing.
Yeah, is he an agent? I don't know.
I think backstage interview at one point. It's ridiculous.
He had the chance when there was when WWE went mental and released everyone. There were some big names that got released, and you Tony Khan, you say, "Come over here, tell me."
You got other people there. Samoa Joe, I know he's an active wrestler again, but he was working under Triple H, right?
Yeah.
You had William
Regal. He didn't use Regal as much as he should have done.
No, made him into a character. Did he?
Well, it does kind of sound like Regal kind of lied to him to get his contract. They see that where. So I said, "Oh yeah, so William Regal's working on the main roster," and Tony Khan was like, "I thought he was off to NXT to work with his son." Like, just basically.
Yes, there you go. So he can't be on TV.
That kind of happened.
Yeah, but there was people there. There was a lot of road agents who've been with the company a long time, got released, didn't they?
Yeah. They have got a new PR guy now, haven't they? Everyone. I started thinking, like, why are all these wrestling podcasts like tweeting about this PR guy? But I was like, it's fucking obvious because they want to be at the next press conference in it. So we probably should have done the same, but we didn't. We missed our chance. Well, I'll get us accreditation for Wembley. Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Good. We'll you see us with our official badges on.
Yeah.
Right.
Calm down.
Sorry. He's very excited about All In at Wembley Stadium.
I was going to say Peter's soul left his body, but that happened a while ago.
Yeah.
When I turned 18, when Pong was released.
Right, what else have we got? We've got about 5 or 10 minutes.
Have we discussed the Wembley show yet?
To be
I
fair,
don't know. I don't think we have properly.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap up with
We'll
Wembley?
wrap up with Wembley. Yeah,
Fair
because the
play
rest
to
is
Tony.
just peripheral stuff.
Oh
People
no,
coming and going.
Fair
we
play to Tony.
can't like skip over the fact that Jeff Hardy's back, which no one wants to see.
That is true. I mean, if he's healthy, then I guess I don't know because I just don't think Jeff and wrestling go well together, do they?
No, he needs to just quit, and he even needs to do backstage role because again, another guy who knows a hell of a lot about the business, or he needs to sack it off and focus on his music.
Yeah, completely change his style, which I just can't see. I don't want to see him
He's
get.
going to kill himself.
I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't want to see him fall into this trap again because how many times have we seen it? Too many. I don't want to see it.
And again, he needs strong management, doesn't he?
Yeah, enjoy your retirement. Someone needs to say, look, Jeff. But then, if AW say no, you're not doing it, and he gets his release, is he then doing it in front of 10 people in the bingo hall? Probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Do I think if he's gonna do it, probably the best place to do it is in a big company with all the medical staff around him.
Yeah, it's not even so much the in-ring stuff that concerns me; it's the out-ring stuff. Really.
It's the out-ring stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing. They seem to be teasing some sort of final deletion match that day, I think.
Yeah,
which is the sort of thing you should be doing, really, because it's produced and.
Yeah.
It might make Hardy look good.
Just sack it. He just needs to pack it in, take his Hall of Fame paycheck, get on a Legends deal.
Yeah, which is what we all want to see in it. We don't want to. I hate wrestlers going on too long.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, just be sensible, please. We don't want. I don't think. I'm not suggesting it'll happen. We don't want another Victory Road, do we?
No.
That's the worst thing that could ever happen. Right, we will end with, before we get onto the thing, Logan Paul renewed his WWE contract and photoshopped the picture.
What a Photoshop.
And then he stood there and he said, I changed it, buddy. I think it was clearly a joke. I think. But I've changed the price.
Well, it got more people looking at it, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it was just a regular...
It was like, what do you mean? It's a different picture. The pram bottle's different and I'm wearing a different jacket.
Yeah, and Steph's not there as well. That was a funny one. Yeah, that was on it. In short, it was like shared by all the wrestling journalists on it, like taking stuff out because that was a good conspiracy. That's guys.
No, God, yeah, she can't have anything to come out.
Yeah,
Triple H is the bloody COO, whatever it is. Right then, AW are running Wembley.
Do you know what? Fair play to Tony Khan for having the stones to take on Wembley.
Yeah, he's got some nuts, hasn't he?
Yeah, fair play to him on this one.
And people say, should he run a smaller one? Should he be doing Wembley and all that? First off, it's in the middle of the football season, isn't it? It's October.
August.
It's August Bank Holiday.
It's August Bank Holiday. Yeah, right. It's not what I thought it was. Okay, but still, it's football's around then. They're doing pre-season friendlies.
No. The season kicks off. It kicks off in August.
It'll be about, and it'll be 4 weeks in.
Yeah. But so football stadiums with a club, not going to happen. They're not going to ruin the pitch.
No, the main thing right across is it would look rubbish, right? 25,000. I think they'll do more than that, right? So I think they're gonna beat Clash at the Castle by a few thousand, and AW fans are gonna be unbearable. But I also kind of want to be one of the thousands in the stadium. But if you have like half-filled Wembley on TV, that looks so much better than Craven Cottage or something like that. It's like when WWE did SummerSlam last year; they only filled half the stadium. They put all the fans in at one side. Like I think it'd be pretty shit if you're actually in the stadium because the atmosphere will be less. But it looks so much better on TV.
Yeah.
Than having like a Craven Cottage would be shit. It just would. It was just never an option in my opinion.
No.
Yeah, Wembley is too small. I think they're going to sell out. I think they're going to sell out. Well, not they'll sell 50, 60,000 tickets easy.
I think they'll do 50 easy because we're desperate for pay-per-views.
Yeah, you look how many people went to Cardiff, and we ended up staying in fucking Newport to go to Cardiff, right? There's going to be so many more hotels in London. It's a lot easier to get pretty much everyone in the country has got a direct train to London or one change away. It's every main line comes out of there, right? So it's I think it'll do really well. I think
I do.
The price of tickets at the right. That was WWE's mistake. Everyone signed up for pre-sales and then realized it was too expensive.
Yeah. But it's so people have been saying, Dave Meltzer has been saying, if they get 25,000 people, it's a success.
That's
Yeah,
Do
for
not
sure.
book. You do not book Wembley if you think you're going to get 25,000 people. So they
Very
must have
true.
known.
No, I'd agree. For AEW, 25,000 tickets is a success. However, I think if they get CM Punk on that bill, I think they'll be pushing 60, 70,000.
I think well, I know. I think 50 would be very, very good for AEW. Been going for 4 years. But yeah,
I think with it being London as well, you'll get all international people flying in for it. If tickets are cheap enough,
Mhm.
you're gonna.
European fans they're coming in.
Our American fans will come as well. Like, look how quickly they sold out, like All Out, or the first All In, from people all over the country because it's a big event. Like, they don't have that many. We've been to WrestleMania, right? Because you just want to go for the experience and stuff. This is the biggest AEW show ever.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of American fans that come across. I think it'll be. I kind of obviously prefer WWE. I wish they'd done this first, really. Like, but
I wonder if
can't run Wembley now. I don't think.
I wonder if they've done it because WWE haven't done it.
Yeah,
Just to
that's
prove
what I
a
think.
point.
Because if WWE do it, they've got a lot of pressure to sell more than AEW.
Yeah.
It looks like they're copying if they don't do it. I don't. Yeah, it's a win-win really. I think. But yeah. I wish someone did Spares Ground Rush just because I wanted to go to that food.
Yeah, Spares Ground Rush absolutely fantastic. Yeah, someone needs to do
but-
that. Spares are one of the only teams who probably would let you do it in the middle of the season.
The food reviews would have been off the charts.
They've got a Beavertown brewery inside it. It's great,
it would have won awards if I was reviewing the food. We've just been a full podcast within a second episode.
And what I will say though is, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they should get this insert random British wrestler. They should get this person. They should get this person." No. Maybe 1, 2 surprise people. I don't like Will Ospreay, but I don't.
I think it's cunt.
Yeah, no, but I can see why they would put him in. Zack Sabre Jr. bores the life out of me, so don't put him in. I'd rather. Someone said, "What you'd rather see like Trent Seven than get like Zack Sabre Jr." Yeah, I would. Fucking love Trent Seven.
Yeah. Well, they're all wrong because the person that we all want, British wrestler to be on the show is obviously Nathan Cruz.
I was going to say Travis T.
Travis T versus Nathan Cruz.
Dark match. But yeah.
But yeah, no, don't do that. AEW. Let's just. I want to see the big Americans. If I wanted to see them, I'd go watch Rev Pro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want to see Omega.
When New Japan were here, they have Aussie Open. That was like the one Rev Pro team, and the rest of it was just an all. They should do something like that, really. But I've got the perfect main event for this card.
Oh, what's that?
So it's not a British person, so we're not putting like Pac in there or anything like that, or Will Ospreay, right? MJF versus Sting, title versus career.
No,
Sting's not wrestled in London for 30 years or whatever it is. Keep saying.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
British public know him. He ain't gonna win, but you can still have those. Oh my god, is he actually gonna fucking do it? They're actually gonna do it, and then he retires, and that's a beautiful moment anyway.
Yeah,
because they've already started building towards that. If anyone saw the promo from Dynamite this week,
that's kind of where
I
took it from really. But that's what I would do if I was Tony Khan. Either that or you do the CM Punk versus Kenny Omega. You still have that on the card, but that'd be my main event. MJF Sting, title versus career.
Yeah,
you'd sell a lot of tickets for that as well.
Yeah,
Sting on the headline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
But I think they'll do really well. I'm going. Bold prediction is 75,000 tickets sold.
I'm in between 50 and 60.
I reckon 65.
What's capacity?
85.
Tyson Fury had 96,000. It depends what the stage setup is.
Yeah.
I don't know if AEW have the
Titantron.
I don't know if they have the capability to do like a WrestleMania style stage.
It would be bigger than the boxing one. I don't know because the boxing one's getting pretty big now.
Yeah, but also I kind of like the cool little ones that WWE do now, where they just kind of come out of the crowd. Like Clash at the Castle looked amazing, but there wasn't really anything to it.
Yeah, I think if 50 plus is amazing.
Yeah,
credit to them.
Well, apparently it costs about 350 grand to hire Wembley.
Yeah, they're doing it because apparently they want to be noticed more by ITV or something. They want to impress ITV.
Yeah, this is all from Jeff Jarrett. This. He's in
Which-
charge of global operations.
Again, makes sense. Okay, the American audience, WWE and the big TV channels, okay, but over here they're on BT, and not everybody who has BT out of us lot.
Me.
Lou has it.
Yeah.
What? So one
Yeah.
out of 4 people. Let's use that as a thing. 1 out of 4 people have BT. I don't have
Yeah,
BT.
it'll be less than that. It'll be AEW get a lot more viewers than
Yeah.
WWE, but I think
So it
It's
makes
Meltzer
crazy,
saying
isn't
it, so it's probably true if he's saying it this way around. WWE are a lot more popular. If you know you do like a YouGov survey of like wrestling brands and that, I think WWE are a lot more known. Obviously, you don't see as AEW toys and stuff in shops or anything like that, do you?
no, but if you can say to ITV, look, we've just sold this many thousand people in the UK. I mean, ITV follows their sports channels, so it's a bit difficult, but
Yeah,
they say put us on a bit earlier.
yeah.
Or
Put
put us on.
us on at a decent time.
Yeah. Put us on at
Yeah.
9 o'clock on a. It don't have to be live. You know, like they used to do with SmackDown, didn't they, when it was pre-taped
Yeah.
in the UK? Something like that.
Yeah, but he said that
You build your European audience.
ITV4 like now we've got to show repeats of Cracker, so you're on at midnight. You're fucked.
That's ITV 2 or 3, right?
what's an ITV4 then?
ITV4 is their sports channel.
Wheeler Dealers or whatever it is. I don't know.
No, it's not on Quest.
Quest.
God's sake.
Yeah.
ITV4's got the football and the rugby on.
Yeah,
Well,
but surely it's gonna have like isn't it like the Old Men and Motors ITV4. I thought that's where it took over from.
I don't it make them because I'm telling you, it's a sports channel.
Rosemary and Time.
Yeah, Rosemary and Time and all that shit.
So
Heartbeat.
Love Island. Like,
Heartbeat.
come on, that's ITV2 all of that.
yeah. Big Brother. I don't know what's that on ITV2.
That's cancelled, isn't it? No
Has it been cancelled?
It's coming
That's
back.
cancelled ages ago.
No,
It's coming back. It's coming back
It's
to
going back
ITV2.
yeah, but it's not been on back. It's not
They
been on
advertised
again,
it during the Love Island finals, honestly.
Well, I don't watch Love Island because I have this thing called a life.
Well, no one watches the winter one. That's why I got told at work, so I stopped. Anyway, trying to be cool.
I'm a celeb's
Yeah,
on there.
kids.
What Chad said.
No, the youngsters watch I'm a Celeb.
Oh, what?
That was only me and the old narrows to be watching that shit, yeah. Tried talking to her like that, I didn't have a fucking clue.
Right, we've been flopping our gums for 2 hours now. That has been. I think we've caught all the big stuff. There's obviously a few returns, but we'll get through all that when we go back to our weekly news show and weekly main show. I think we needed it. We all suffered from WrestleMania burnout. I think. We're all well, apart from me. You're all 30, aren't you? You're 30 these days, like Piers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a big 3-0. You're all old now. You can't stay up. Can you about it taking 3 weeks to recover?
No, that is very true.
Yeah, you're right, to be fair.
He's got us there. He's got us there. Yeah.
So we'll be back firing in all cylinders. Lou, are you going to be returning on Twitch?
I don't know. So I've got a couple of issues. One, I forgot the storylines for Restaurant.
Have a big restart.
Well, this is the thing. I was going to have a big restart on 2K23 of a reboot. You know, like a whole, maybe even a. It's kind of like
Vince Russo take all the titles off
Eric
people.
Bischoff one. Yeah. But my image upload's not working on 2K23. So I've got all the legends, the recreated in there. But I can't upload logos at the moment. So I can't make the WWF WWE Arena or anything like that. I actually raised the ticket with 2K.
Right, so
they were like, oh, we don't know what you're about. And instead of the close it, so I got to do it again now because it's still not working.
Right, so watch the space is what you're saying.
Yeah, but if anyone's listening and knows like how to upload them, because basically I'm logging in on my Xbox account to the 2K site, and it won't let me pick 2K23 as a game. It's only let me pick 2K22.
Oh.
So I started uploading them all. I got them in, and I was like, I've uploaded to the wrong game, but like I can't. It won't select the new game.
Anybody knows? Let us know on Twitter.
Please do.
At Rest Around.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using that again
around
because we need to get accreditation for Wembley, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
I think you need more than like 60 followers, so we're really really pushing.
What about in the top 50 podcasts in Malaysia?
Yeah, maybe it works.
Maybe there's a big Malaysia show. We're there.
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. When it's the weather, like, you see some of the fucking randos there. The AEW press conference. It's like, I reckon we could do it.
Yeah. Which needs to
they'll listen to the podcast about it now. Yeah, fucking touching those guys. But...
A question from Wrestling Around. Yeah, why are you all shit?
Yeah, two minutes in, like, do you know what? Not the show for us, this one. No, but it's fair, like, Tony Khan, though, he's creative genius. He's really good.
Yeah, I for one, respect him, but not only as a booker, no, I can't even say it. Right, Terry Peters, where can we find you?
Bell Nation, Twitter.
everywhere. Aaron, where can we
Everywhere.
find you?
Twitter, Frankenstein91.
With the correct star ratings.
The correct star ratings and telling Bret Hart what he can do with his life.
Luke, where can we find you?
At Lou Markham and oh yeah, hopefully I rest around as well. I'll start using that again.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at the USM. You can find us all on Twitter at Wrestle Around, Facebook Wrestling Around, YouTube Wrestling Around, twitch.tv/Wrestle Around. Just Google Wrestling Around, you will find something. If you set up one of them things, Lou, where you click on it and it's all your links.
We did, but I don't think it's working anymore. It's also the Twitter
Right.
automation's not working. It's all falling apart on me, so I'm going to
get our tech guy on it.
Spend some time to look at the social media.
Get it sorted.
Yeah.
Yes, but Terry Peters, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Lou/Scoop L, thanks for joining us.
Scoop L, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and join us next week for another episode of Wrestling Around.